Uh-oh.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about the subscriber
We're just doing
count?
it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
it's over?
It's over 8,000.
What eight? Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been playing gay-ass fighting games all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stacks. Smoke me out there with that dang shit on my left. Shit.
It's hotter than hot times infinity.
Ooh, on my far right, engineering on the ones, twos, choking people out of the breeze, voice chronos.
My neck broke.
Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
They out here talking about global warming, man. It's fucking global meltdown.
God
Shit is
dang.
hot.
Nuclear explosion and
Chernobyl
shit.
in the bay.
Yes, it has been hot as fuck. It's truly, truly summertime. Okay.
You don't hear it, right?
No, don't hear it. Yeah. Truly, truly summertime. We are a little bit late, but we gonna get started because we got a dank ass cast for you.
Like, if people don't believe how hot it's been here, like, it was 105 in my city, in Fremont, this week, and it was yesterday, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, I went into work just because work had AC.
I didn't leave the house.
For those of you, all two of you who are wondering where Old Ninja is, he is fapping somewhere in a basement.
He broke his jaw. He was playing Striking Vipers.
Oh,
shit.
And there was an add-on where he thought the controller was some Xbox executive's penis.
Yes.
He decided to put it in his mouth, and now his jaw broke.
He broke it.
Yes.
muscle control.
Where's the lie?
There it is. I'll do the RIP real quick. Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys passed away.
Oh, yeah.
He was a pretty good rapper, you know what I mean? And some of those songs, Mine is Playing Tricks on Me and all that good stuff. You know,
That's the Halloween song, right?
Absolutely.
Like Me and the Ghetto Boys for trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm. So RIP to him. Young guy, I think only in early 50s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was a dwarf, right? I believe.
Short guy?
Yeah. Dwarf of some sort.
I can't even remember what these guys even look like. It's been so long.
Yeah, he was definitely the one that had like a lot of health issues, and I'm positive that he was either a little person or a dwarf, and died early. So RIP to him. I don't think we have any other celebrities, and if we do, fuck them.
They did.
They did.
Yeah.
They're not listening.
They come back and hunt us.
I almost said something, but then it would have been a spoiler.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to start with some Black Mirror, or do you want to jump into some of the nerdiness of E3?
Let's start with the Black Mirror, because it kind of leads into E3 a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they all tie in each other.
Well, I've only seen 2 episodes of the new season.
Okay.
I've only saw the Miley Cyrus one and the video game one.
Let's just do I've only done the video game one, and I think there's enough fucking meat on the bone here to just go on this
the
one.
The video game one is pretty much the only one really worth talking about.
Yeah, it's true.
It's sort of everyone's universally thinks it was the best of the 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So this is what we're talking about. Netflix, Black Mirror. Everybody's seen Black Mirror. This is season 5.
So if you never watched Black Mirror on Netflix, you need to correct that and go watch it, because the seasons are small. Like, I think the first season's like 3 episodes, next one's like 5 and 6, and then back to 3. So
you can watch them in whatever order that you feel like.
Yeah,
they don't
not
really tie together. Sometimes there might be a slight Easter egg from something.
Yeah.
But it's nothing where you need to watch season 1, season 2 before you watch season 5.
The only one that you shouldn't watch first is the one, I think it's called the Black Museum, and that one has a bunch of Easter eggs, and you gotta watch the other ones to understand what's going on in that one.
And that one has Shuri in it.
Yeah, it has Shuri. So if you know, for Black Panther, yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of actors that you know from movies and shit.
Yeah.
So, for example, episode 1 of season 5 has Falcon, from goddamn, Civil War and the MCU and all of those movies.
What was his name in
Clarence from 8 Mile.
Yeah, okay, I can remember his name. What was his rapper name though?
Shit, I can't remember that. It's been a while. Mom Spaghetti. And then from Aquaman, we have Black Manta in this episode as well.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Same dude. And then we get from Fox's Sleepy Hollow a few years ago, it was on the air, Nicole Bahiri, who's just chocolate sexiness.
Yeah.
Short chocolate sexiness and quite awesome.
One of the side chicks?
Yeah. No, not the side chick. She's the main chick in this episode.
Oh, she's the wife?
Yeah, she's the wife.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So, we just to set it up, man.
Anthony Mackie, that's his name.
Yeah.
He's gonna drive me nuts. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Just to set it up. Anthony Mackie, Falcon, and Nicole are a couple.
They're married, yeah.
They're married.
Have a son.
Have a son and all that stuff. Black Manta is his homeboy.
Yeah, we could go way back.
They go way back.
Way back to like college
Yes.
or whatever. Anybody
Yeah.
that's ever been to college where you had like a dorm or like stayed in a dorm or whatever, and you've just played video games all fucking night.
Yep.
Whether it's been like a fighting game. I used to do that with X-Men Evolution, or not Evolution. It was the X-Men fighting game I used to play all the time. But just playing
yeah.
late in the night, just one more round. Next thing you know, it's 6 a.m. and you got a 9 a.m. class.
Yeah.
So that's how their relationship sort of gets introduced to us.
Yeah.
And even when he's dating the girl, what's her name that you just said?
Nicole.
They're a couple, but he's sort of kind of sneaking out of bed or whatever to
go
go
a little gaming.
Yeah, to go hang out with his homeboy and game or whatever. And she's cool with it. She just puts on her headphones and just tries to be like, hey, I'm gonna sleep through it or whatever.
Well, what's kind of interesting is that they're clearly playing on the PS4, which I thought was kind of cool. Just because PS4 is a little bit better than. Well, in the beginning, they play on PS4.
Yeah, I don't think you see the actual logo though.
But you can tell by the controller, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Once you can look at the controller and see it's a PS4.
All right. But they're really into fighting games.
Yeah.
And so this fighting game it seems like it's the equivalent of what I thought was like kind of a knockoff Tekken.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I,
You already talked about the game.
Yeah.
We just started it.
Just started. I thought it was a knockoff Tekken because later in the episode they allude to like a panda.
Yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is really like a Tekken.
Yeah.
That's their favorite fighting game. They have their favorite fucking characters.
Yeah.
Black Manta loves a Chun-Li like. Yeah, the Black Manta.
I thought it looked familiar.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until you said it. I was like, oh shit, I guess it is, huh?
Yeah, I can't pronounce his real name, but Black Manta likes a female character, Chun-Li-ish fighting girl.
Roxanne.
You know,
Yeah.
and old boy likes
Ryu.
A Ryu.
Yeah, Ryu. That's the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, oh, you like playing with Ryu.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Ryu. But no, so like so fast forward to the future, there's like, because before they were playing in college, but then you fast forward to the future and like now gaming is a little bit more advanced and they have this new chip system where you can just put this little sticker on the side of your head and you're inside the game playing against each other.
Well, even
so.
before that, something happens. I guess they sort of just kind of
Fall
venture
apart.
apart
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Just real life happens or whatever after college. Anthony Mackie's settled down dad and everything, just at the barbecue, just kind of looking lame and squarish
Yeah.
or whatever. Just settled
With
into
glasses on.
Yeah, settled in. Yeah,
Total
just
dad bod.
looking at burgers dry up on the grill. His homeboy, his best friend, shows up for
it's
his
his
birthday.
birthday, yeah.
Yeah, it's for his birthday. Shows up and everything, and they sort of rekindle their friendship and hands him a present for his birthday. And it's, I guess, the new version, the PS4 VR version of Striking Vipers and everything.
Striking Vipers X.
Yeah, so he's all excited and everything, and he explains to him that this is a VR or whatever. I don't know if he said it was VR compatible, but it's something that
Yeah,
implied
he
that
said
it's
it was VR.
Okay, and he's like, oh yeah, I got you the adapter for it also and everything. So
Nice gift.
so he's like, oh shit, yeah, you're my homeboy, awesome, thanks or whatever. So sort of fast forward a little bit. It tells him how to log on and get in and play it and everything like that. And essentially,
First the guy is like up late at night and he's fucking playing Tetris.
yeah, he's
And his boy jumps on and like he's like, hey man, what are you up to? You playing some lame ass fucking game probably, you little dork nerd or whatever.
yeah.
So let's do some fighting.
So he puts in he tells him how to sync it up and everything. Hits the PlayStation button, puts the little microchip kind of thing to his head, and essentially your eyes kind of roll back or become like opaque, and you kind of get suctioned into the game and everything. It's completely immersive, and you are Ryu or Chun-Li. Ryu or Chun-Li at this point.
With which is important, you have the sensations
Yeah.
all over your
Yeah.
body from either being hit or getting your dick sucked.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're fighting, you can feel all pain and this and that, and like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of like being somebody that plays VR. I thought it was pretty cool, like to be so immersive like that. But then it just kind of has it turns, and I was like, I don't like where this is going.
How does it turn, Blue?
So yeah, they're playing against each other, and the guy as a chick is kicking the other guy's ass, and there's a scene where they're I guess what's it called, not grappling, but they're like rolling on the ground, and she's on top, and she's like looking down at him.
Chick is hot.
Yeah, the chick's hot. Is she Asian or white?
Asian.
Okay, yeah. So
with
yeah,
the female voice, which
With a
is
female voice,
important to note.
yeah, but they have like the mannerism of the guys or whatever. But like the chick's on top, and like they look into each other's eyes a little too lovingly, and just start making out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But they stopped.
Yeah, well they stopped, but
He stopped and disconnected.
And they were like, what the fuck? How do you get out of this game?
yeah.
Exit game.
Yeah.
And then it becomes awkward.
And then she gets
Very.
awkward. And it's like, then they're like, they're trying to avoid each other for a little bit. They're texting, and like eventually the guy was like, yeah, man, I was drunk that night. I don't know what was going on. The other guy was like, yeah, man, I was high and blah, blah, blah. You want to play again? All right, let's go play again.
And it happens again.
Oh, it doesn't. Ooh.
Goes all
Round
the way.
2. Don't throw
Yeah. Yeah, they did not throw one fucking punch, but
Yeah, it's just all physical. It's sex. That's what they fucking doing.
they start fucking. So two guys in a video game, one of the dude, one of the chick, and they're fucking. It brings up so many goddamn questions. So many fucking questions.
But it looks like guy on girl,
Yeah, it's like-
heterosex visually.
Yeah.
And he has the male voice, she has the female voice, she has the female body in the game, but you know that's your homeboy controlling it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So, should we just address the elephant in the room?
Of course.
Is it gay?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll tell you what I do know is gay, going in the real world and saying, just kiss me, damn it. Like,
Well, I mean, at that point, I understand where he's coming from. Like, it's like, am I gay?
yeah, I mean, there's real world physical stuff that happens later.
Yeah.
That's for certain gay.
Well,
gay.
that's later on, though. So after that happens,
They're hooking up on the regular.
hooking up all the time, right? Like pretty much, it seems like almost every day they're hooking up.
Yeah, he gets
There's like no more fight scenes at all in the goddamn game.
But then, like, it's funny because remember that one time he was out and then the kid starts kicking after they were fucking, and all of a sudden he's getting kicked in the leg. He's like, "What the hell?" And he takes the thing off, and it was
Oh,
his
his
little
son, yeah.
his son was kicking him and shit.
Yep.
Good thing he didn't have a boner. That'd be weird. It'd be super awkward. Anyway, the relationship with his wife starts to kind of fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
He's not fucking her no more. They ain't going out no more. They ain't doing nothing. He's just
forgets
fucking
anniversary.
his best friend. Yeah. So.
But like the thing I don't understand is that he's not busting any kind of nuts, so he's gonna come back into his body and be horny again, or is he just not?
Why
like,
wouldn't his body come like just nut right there on the couch? But
I guess they don't show that part.
yeah, they didn't clarify it.
Yeah.
But real quickly on his wife though, she's doing the in vitro kind of stuff to try to get pregnant for the second time.
Yeah,
And-
they're like on a timer trying to have sex now.
Yeah, so they're on a schedule with that, and he's just not interested. The whole time while he's
like, I'm tired.
Every night going on there, busting Chun-Li's fucking ass open,
Yeah.
spreading them cheeks. So
Yeah, so, they stop fucking and, she's like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing's wrong, I promise you, no secrets. I ain't having sex with nobody else.
I'm tired.
In reality is what he meant it to himself.
Yeah.
In reality. And yeah, it's kind of all bad from there. I guess eventually he says, we got to stop fucking because it's like affecting my relationship.
Yep.
So they stop doing it.
Well, he cut him off.
Cut him off for like a long time. He's like, oh, just one more time. And he's like getting gross with it. Like, can't you feel that wet pussy blood? It's just like, ugh.
But even like it's crazy because like the guy friend Black Manta, he's like a fucking player. Like he gets all kind of
yeah,
bitches.
he's not married, and
Yeah.
he gets badass bitches.
Yeah, like hot ass fucking chick. Like there's a one that I thought was interesting where he's on a date with a girl and he's like he looks at the bartender. He's like, oh look, that's Dennis Rodman. She's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, she's too young for you. She had to like look it up on her fucking phone.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is that like, oh excuse me, like. This guy has all these different chicks, but he's like obsessed with being like with his friend and stuff
As a
like
woman,
that.
yeah.
As a woman, yeah. But then they actually answer the question like, what is it like? Because there's a scene where they're like in the game and he asks his friend like, what is it like being a girl having sex? And the guy's like, it's like nothing you felt before or something like that. Like it's like on a different level or some shit. I was like, what the?
Use some music analogy, something like
Yeah.
an orchestra, something.
Something super gay.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
But am I?
yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. But anyway, they stopped fucking for like a long time. He ends up knocking his wife up again, and then his birthday comes up and he kind of forgets about it. And then she invites homeboy again, and then he's like, once again, it's just them two, and he's like, you know, we could do one more time. Let's fuck. I know you missed it, blah blah blah. He's
you missed that wet pussy.
He's like, how about this? At midnight tonight, I'll be, you know, at this certain spot. So you come online at midnight, and then, you know, it's the last time. And so, sure enough, signs on, does his thing,
and he drops the love bomb.
Well, no, one other interesting thing that is kind of skipped over is that when he's talking to his friend while they're sitting at the dining table, he talks about how he tried fucking other people too.
Yep.
And he was like, he said he fucked other females, he fucked a panda, he like did this and that, he was in an orgy party, stuff like that, but nothing satisfied him that other than his fucking friend. This guy literally obsessed with his friend fucking him in his virtual fucking game.
And he can't seem to like actually come with his hot ass girlfriend.
Yeah.
They
like,
showed them in bed. And he was just like,
like I should put on porn, just start jacking off.
Yeah.
She was hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was like, is she watching porn? She's just going to fucking work.
She was like, you mind if I finish myself off or whatever? He's like,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I've never been in a situation where a girl, at least when I'm still in the room.
So Old Ninja's saying that the girl is Mantis, which I didn't think that was Mantis, but okay.
Is Mantis?
Yeah, from
from Guardians?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't
All
seem
right.
like her, but okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy or?
And the guy is the Blue Ranger. Like, I guess the new Blue Ranger.
Oh, is that from the movie, I guess? I didn't see this.
I knew it looked familiar.
Okay, cool.
Is he?
Yeah, so anyway, after they fucked for their, you know, quote unquote last time, he was like, all right, in 30 minutes we need to meet in real life and we're hash this shit out. So Anthony Mackie is like, they meet in real life, it's raining and shit.
It's like fucking. It's like a scene from The Notebook.
Yeah, or an Usher video.
Like, I'm waiting for you.
So it's basically like, you know what? We gotta kiss, see if it's like if we're gay or basically if we're gay or not. And he's like, man, just shut up and just kiss me. So they kiss and they're like, oh, okay.
I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah, we didn't feel shit. And it's just like, and then I forget one of them gets mad and they start fighting and shit.
Yep, in the rain.
Yeah, fighting in the rain, and they get arrested. And so his wife has to pick him up from the you know police, you know, from being in jail. And on the way home, she's like, "Why don't you talk to me?" And then eventually she tells him. And they don't show the scene of them telling, but you know he told them.
Yep.
So basically they have a date. I think it was like July or June 14th or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like the 14th of every month, I think.
Is it every month?
It's circled on the calendar or something.
Yeah,
right?
because I think when the guys were like hashing out, like, oh yeah, let's keep going. Like I want to, like, we can do this once a month or whatever. Yeah. So I think his wife probably set him up to do it like once a month, or allowed him to do it a month. Yeah.
But she gets to cheat too.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
which is crazy.
Yeah, she gives him her like that. They exchange boxes, and in one box is the little head thing for the VR. And the other box is where you can put a ring in, and then that's for that one night. They get to do what they want.
Yeah, it's like a pass.
All pass.
Yeah.
But
so for review, we think that it's gay when you know it's a guy. Another end.
So I'll say it. I think that is very close to being real deal gay. Like
it's close, but
it's pretty close. Only because of you know that person.
But if you didn't know, let's say you were just single ass prodigy playing virtual Tekken, and
do I know it's a guy or I don't know?
Let's say you don't know, but you can fuck.
No, you gotta know him because that's how the story plays in the game.
I'm doing my own black. This is Black and Black times Infinity Black Mirror. So if you're playing the game, but you don't know if it's a guy or a girl that's really controlling this avatar, fucking Chun-Li, are you still fucking Chun-Li?
That's like a glory hole kind of situation.
That is.
You don't know who's sucking your dick.
Well, you know, I think this actually brings up like a really good point about like being transgender. Like where guys say, I mean, if you have the surgeries and all that stuff, and it seems like you're a woman.
Are you? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, sure, your DNA's not, but at the same time, if it's all the same down there.
Yeah.
I would say probably one.
Everybody's struggling.
Yeah, it's hard because I would say one side of the house isn't gay because I mean he's still a dude having sex with a female. But then it's like that female is his guy, but it's still
having sex as a girl. I think in the future this line's gonna get blurry and blurrier because I think like we have rudimentary ways of like having sex changes like right now because it's like it's damn near impossible to become a female to become a male. It's pretty hard. Because like you don't have the anatomy right for it.
No, well they have the surgery.
They have surgeries where they cut off your forearm, like cut off skin off your forearm. But it's like it's vastly different from like the other way for like a male to female. It's like it's way different because they use your own the parts that are already there and then flip it inside out basically.
Yeah.
Takes it out. But I think in the future it's going to be much less rudimentary. It's going to be kind of silly like the way they're doing it now. It's going to be pretty much indistinguishable between man and female.
I don't know how you still would never have, at least in my imagination, a self-lubricating pussy if you weren't born with a pussy.
Well, I think in the future they will be.
Ooh.
But and actually, I mean, guys have pre-cum, so I mean, they probably have some procedure that does that. But you know,
Okay. All right.
because they literally just take your dick, put it inside out, and that's what they use for like vagina.
Let us know. Do these fake pussies get self-lube?
You can always just lube. I mean,
Yeah.
sure,
A little spittle.
women have that problem too.
Sometimes, yeah.
Naturally born women have the problem too. So
But yeah,
Alright.
this episode had me ask myself like a bunch of questions, like what the like is he gay? Is he not gay? What the like? And like
Yeah,
what if VR became like that fucking like you could you're immersed that well.
Damn.
And like say like you're in like what's the name of that like the fuck Disneyland World whatever the hentai thing.
Yeah.
And you don't know who you're fucking, like it could be another guy, but I think at that point you don't really know, it's just another female.
Some people don't care.
yeah, I think if you're horny enough or you just don't care.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I think these lines are going to get blurred more and more, and it's just not. And eventually, it's not going to really fucking matter.
No.
Striking
Eventually.
fucking viper.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about? I think there's like a few like articles out there that was talking about this episode that was talking about how black people are like too masculine or some shit like that,
Get the
or
fuck outta
some
here,
weird
man.
shit. I can't remember what it was.
Fuck out of here. Black people can be whatever the fuck they want to be. If you want to be masculine, effeminate, whatever, we can be whatever we want to be. So
They always try with things. You know what I mean? It was an interesting episode. All of the Black Mirror episodes are supposed to be thought-provoking with some kind of slightly futuristic technology that puts you in some weird moral and ethical dilemmas. That's what it's the fucking purpose of the
Did y'all
show.
watch it? There's only 3 this season, which is kind of fucking weird, but I've watched them all.
Yeah, I only did the first one.
Okay, so the second one is sort of like a fucked up thing about Facebook, really.
Yeah.
And the third one's about basically Miley Cyrus. And
Yeah.
that one's pretty fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
real fucked up. But I guess
one-
it caused controversy, so.
That one was fun, but
Scheme controversy?
it was kind of slow.
Yeah.
What's the controversy? You gotta say it.
Well, I don't know. I think people just didn't like that Miley Cyrus was in it, and it was kind of like a poppy thing, but it was supposed to be. I mean,
It
she's a
was-
fucking pop star.
They got all
Yeah.
kinds of stars.
I thought
in
it was
this.
better than the second one. The second episode. The second episode.
The second one was kind of.
Yeah,
I mean, it
didn't watch
wasn't
the
like
second one.
it didn't seem like it had that thumbprint of it being Black Mirror.
Well, the thing was, is that. Fuck. Sorry, my neck fucking hurts. Is that in the end, it was just like. What they were trying to do was like really good, you know what I mean? So it wasn't that dank like the episode.
Yeah.
But it was. I liked it, but you're right. It did have like the Black Mirror. There wasn't like a deep twist in the episode.
Yeah,
But it's controversial for Miley to be in it because she is a pop star? I don't get that.
I think that's basically all it was, because I didn't really see anything controversial about it, except for like, I guess adults trying to control pop stars, which we all know that's fucking true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at NSYNC.
Yeah,
I mean,
or any fucking.
Any-
yeah, BTS, all of them, really.
Yeah, I didn't think anything was too crazy about it or whatever. I mean, it was. I thought her acting wasn't that bad either or whatever.
Yeah, I
mean,
liked it.
She
So-
started off as an actress.
Actress.
Because she had
her own
that show.
TV show for
Yeah,
years.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny how she's basically, she can play as herself and her. She basically got to be Hannah Montana. Maybe that's the controversy, because I didn't actually read the article. But I think it's because she's basically fucking Hannah Montana in this episode.
Who
Yeah.
would know that better than her?
Yeah, 'cause it's like her being a pop star and then her in like as her real self
Yeah.
in the episode. So
People get mad for nothing. Hoes mad.
Maybe the controversy about the rats. Maybe somebody saw the rat get electrocuted, like, oh, it abused the animals.
Oh, that shit was funny.
Yeah, sure was.
All right.
But overall, for that episode, I thought it started off kind of slow, and I was like, where the fuck is this going?
Yeah. Then when it happened, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, but then once the robot came alive, I was kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it was like cursing and shit. Yeah.
Talking like Miley Cyrus, I would imagine. Talks in real life.
Yeah.
God damn. All right, Kronos, tell your story. You know everybody on the
Yeah.
chat is asking.
It's the elephant in the room. Why does Cronus look like he's broken? Because I am broken, goddammit. I'm wearing a fucking neck brace.
You should see what the bear looks like.
You know, I would tell you a true story. I was watching Striking Vipers, and I was wondering how many dicks can I suck. I'm just kidding. It's not because of that. I had a pretty serious neck injury. I was doing jiu-jitsu, and it wasn't my part. I was rolling, which is basically sparring, and I was falling, and I thought I was gonna land on my shoulder and kind of like roll out of it, but I totally missed my shoulder, and I landed directly on my head and tweaked the shit out of my fucking neck. So I heard it and felt it crunch in my neck, and so I have a cervical sprain. So basically, I either tore or majorly damaged a bunch of tendons in my neck. So that's why I'm wearing a neck brace. It's fucking painful. I have to basically move around like Frankenstein. So I mean, I can technically move my head if I go real slow, but right there it hurts. To the right, it isn't as bad, but it still hurts. But it fucking sucks.
You know what you should wear is the fucking Batman cowl from Batman Dark Knight Returns, or the first Dark Knight movie, because he couldn't move his neck.
Yeah, swear to me.
Go fight crime.
But yeah, that's the story. Nothing really cool. Just I fell and hit my head like an old fucking person. You know. So hopefully, I'm hoping the next couple of days it'll heal up. But reading the prognosis, it might be months. So
God damn.
Yeah, I hope it's not, because I'm getting back on the mats next week. So I'm doing something. If I'm rolling or not, I'll be back on the mats next week. So
Don't aggravate it though.
yeah, I've had like a streak of not missing a week of jiu-jitsu for like probably 2 or 3 years, and I'm not breaking that streak.
Right.
But I'll be careful.
There you go.
Like more careful than I was, I guess.
At least you didn't get taken out with almonds like I did.
Almonds.
Yeah, I had.
The fuck?
So there's a thing called eating too many almonds.
What?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I
I
actually-
didn't pay attention because I eat those things like fucking.
Yeah, so one night.
Great snack.
Yeah, it's a
My
great
favorite snack.
Super it's a healthy snack too, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So yeah, I went to the ER because of it.
Why? How?
You gotta
Slade?
explain this,
So-
man. What the hell?
So it was late at night, and I was
Hold on. Were you eating them rectally?
regularly.
Rectally.
Yeah.
No, it was
Brown
not.
eye.
They're in the mouth. In the
Where the
mouth.
poo poo goes.
They were taking it in the mouth. But yeah, so almonds are very they have like a lot of fiber in them. So, and they're very what is it called when something absorbs a lot of water in your system?
It's a diet. Is it diuretic? Or?
It's almost like oatmeal, how it can absorb moisture in your
Dense
thing.
with fiber. Okay.
Yeah. So I had way too many. Like, I think they recommend you have like about a cupful at the max, and I had probably more than that. Cause I was eating them, I was munching on them.
That's more than much.
But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it was the almonds.
You were stuffing your motherfucking face.
I was fucking hungry. I was hungry and they were good. But yeah, I ended up having like it had an intestinal inflammation from it.
God damn.
It's a pretty bad pain. Like I couldn't fucking eat because every time when your stomach when your intestines contract, where it would contract where the infection was hurt it like a bitch. So every like 2 minutes it would be like intense pain.
So you just have to shit this out. Like it doesn't.
No, it was not. Oh, it was not shitting. Like my entire intestines were inflamed. So it wasn't just shit. The almonds had already passed through, but my intestines were already inflamed, so they're already swollen.
Oh.
So I had to like take antibiotics, and they gave me fucking morphine and like. Yeah, I got a MRI scan and stuff like that. That's how they found out my intestines were inflamed.
God damn.
It was not fucking fun, and I had to take antibiotics for like.
I bet you don't fuck with almonds no more.
I haven't had an almond since.
What about almond joy, bro?
Man, I'm fucking scared to eat an almond, boy.
Coconuts and the fucking. Oh, you don't like chocolate? You don't like chocolate, right?
Nah, I like chocolate.
That's right.
God.
Speaking of which, why you got like a 12-pound chocolate bar in your fridge?
Yeah, what the hell's up with that? I went to give a beer and
It's a funny story. It actually is a gift from Mishka.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Work for a chocolate
Now we're
company.
figuring out what chainsaw to buy to fucking. If you want to pull it out, go ahead.
Yeah,
and show
go.
the podcast.
Yeah, it's a brick ass.
It's like literally, it's probably like 5, maybe 10 pounds of chocolate.
Yep.
It's a fucking literal brick. Like you'll see when he pulls it out.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's
fucking
right in here.
ridiculous.
Yeah, Blue discovered it and he's like, "He's got this big old thing of chocolate." I was like,
Yeah.
"I got."
A
Kinder-
real ass brick.
It's fucking big.
Yeah, yeah.
Solid ass.
It's a solid blunt object. Like you could.
If I hit you with it, I would knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
and this is like some dark.
It's about the length of a cinder block,
Somebody had to, like-
and it's probably as heavy.
Well, I was trying to cut it with like a knife, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. I need a fucking chainsaw."
You got a hammer and chisel that bitch.
Yeah,
fucking chocolate statue.
Especially, yeah, you gotta let it sit in the sun before you even try to break it up.
Well, you know what? I thought because it was all hot the last past couple days, it was gonna melt. It didn't fucking melt.
Oh no, that thing's
Because
solid.
it's been outside, and that's why I was like, it was getting pretty hot. I put it in there, but you know, it was outside yesterday. It was like 100 fucking degrees.
Don't
You know,
matter.
it didn't matter. It was
It's
like
immune. It's like
yeah.
a chocolate plutonium bar.
That shit survived Chernobyl.
Oh, and shout out to Old Ninja. Old Ninja's kind of, he's fucked up too. He broke a molar, and apparently it infected his jaw, and he had to have the molar removed, so he can't even talk right now. That's why he's not on the podcast tonight. So I hope you get better, man. Nobody else get fucked up, all right? So I couldn't miss the podcast. I figure I could still talk. If I keep drinking, I'll feel it less.
Yeah, just don't turn too quickly.
Yeah, I can't turn. My head is not on a swivel.
All right, do y'all want to jump into some of this? I mean, obviously E3 was huge last week. So
E3
this
was
week.
huge.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Yeah.
I learned this weekend that apparently Mandingo isn't just somebody with a big dick. I didn't know it was actual like African tribe.
Really? I didn't know that until just now. You said
Yeah.
Is it a tribe of big dicks? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, no, because when I was
Wait, are you're sure this is like a true African thing, or this is some internet bullshit?
I mean, I had an Uber driver.
Uber driver, okay.
Yeah, I had an Uber driver. He said he was from Africa and he was part of the Mandingo
That
tribe.
motherfucker wanted to show you his fucking
He
dick.
wanted to show your woman his dick. That's what he wanted. He's trying to steal your girl.
No, it's called the Mandinka.
That's a little
Yeah, he
different.
might have said Mandinka, but
It's close. And yes, they're all black.
Okay.
Actually, no. It is. Well, I mean, they're definitely black, but they're from a whole bunch of places. What the fuck? Some of them in Mali, some of them in Liberia. Oh, it's mostly Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
but yeah.
Pretty close. All right.
E3.
Set it up, Kronos.
Okay. So they're called the Mandingo, but there is the Mandinka tribe. So yeah, that is a tribe
Good.
of yoked ass black dudes. All right.
Long dick style.
Yeah, so E3 this year has been it was sort of controversial even before it happened because Sony decided to not go to E3, and I'll tell you right away, I cannot fault them for not going after E3 it's going on right now, but after all the major things have been announced.
This is the second year, though, right? That they didn't go?
No, they went
were there
last year.
last year.
They went last year.
Okay.
They didn't have a PlayStation X last year.
Yeah. So they'll probably, I think, bring it back this year or announce their shit this year. I'm looking forward to the PS5. Anyway, I guess we actually had a conversation before E3 started because people were confused about when E3 started.
Yep.
Because if you go on the website, it says that it started on, the 10th or some shit?
Yeah, like Monday.
But when I was looking, I was like, this shit starts on Saturday or Sunday. So the thing was that the actual convention where people can actually go there, the normal people,
Peasants.
the peasants, yeah, you can go there Monday through like Wednesday or I think the whole rest of the week. But if you were part of the press, that shit started on Saturday. And then the major thing started on Sunday. So the Bethesda one, I think, was the first major one to kick off on Sunday, and so was Xbox that was on Sunday as well. I'm pretty sure.
And you were live tweeting those, I think, right?
I live tweeted a couple of them, yeah. So the Bethesda one was pretty cool. Nothing major that I can remember really dropped. I mean, we all knew about Doom Eternal. Yep. They have more details on there. We all knew about, ESO stuff that was coming out. We all knew about... actually, no, there was some major... About what?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, that's from that's a Kojima game.
Yeah.
That's not Bethesda. The only major thing that was new that I didn't know was coming was them releasing newer content for Fallout 76. So they're releasing a battle royale mode, and there's a whole bunch of new fixes and like new areas that are dropping, which is pretty cool. It's a battle royale mode that has nukes, so that's a kind of a fun twist. Other than that, like we all knew about the new Wolfenstein stuff like that, so they didn't actually drop anything that I can remember at this time that was new. The kind of similar things with the Xbox press conference. Nothing really new except for, which is for some reason every Microsoft hater doesn't want to point out, but they had announced a new fucking console.
That's big?
Scarlet, but they didn't show the console, which is kind of shitty.
Is that the true, like, actual confirmed now, or is that still like the code?
I think it's the code name.
Okay.
I think it's the code name. They just said Xbox Scarlet, so it's probably a code name.
Yeah, because the Xbox 360, its code name was like Morpheus or something like that.
Scorpio.
Was Scorpio?
Well, that was the One X, right? Yeah.
One of those.
Scorpio.
Oh no, I think their camera system had a name. I can't remember what it's called, but it was something. Whatever. Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, so not a whole lot new from Microsoft. Like we all knew that Gears 5 was coming out. They announced some new modes for Gear 5 that looked kind of cool. They had one that was basically you purposefully get snatched up by what are the enemies called? I forget their names now.
The horde, wasp,
The horde, yeah,
whatever they are.
So basically, you get stuck in like this hive, and you're basically like a secret infiltration team, and you get picked up on purpose, and you get in there, and you drop like this gas bomb, and you have to fight your way out before the gas hits you. So that looked really interesting, and they had a bunch of other new modes too, but that was the most interesting one that I saw.
I'm sorry. Before you go on with Microsoft, can we go back to Bethesda for one quick second?
Sure.
The thing that we have to admit, Fallout 76 sucked a whole lot of ass.
Oh, they talked about it.
Yeah. And people are unhappy. They cheated a lot of people with those games, like some of the giveaway things that were supposed to come with like special editions. They cheated people out of that shit. I'm glad that they are trying to improve it, but let's not forget this game came out in November, literally 8 months ago.
Yeah,
you know?
But apparently there's been a whole bunch of new content. I haven't played the game. Like me and Prodigy are in the same boat.
Yep.
We bought the fucking game, and it's still in the fucking plastic.
Never loaded it. It's still in the plastic. And I will say this too. Hardcore Bethesda fans, and I'm not one of the folks that really likes this franchise all that much, but they would have loved to have seen some type of teaser on Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, and we definitely did not get that. So, but I mean, you know, this is why I said, you know, this E3, I didn't say, but this E3 wasn't the best E3. So I'll keep it rolling though.
Yeah, go ahead.
The other major announcement from Microsoft was, you know, Halo, but we all knew it was coming.
Yeah, this is the Infinite
Halo
one,
Infinite.
right?
We all knew it was coming, but we got a trailer.
It's good.
No gameplay, just a trailer. You know, showing some random tech guy fighting Master Chief, and then they're going. The Halo ring's broken. They lost the war or some shit. So they're gonna fucking go after it. You know, new game, which is cool. But you know, it's gonna be on a new console because and the new console drops holiday 2020.
Yep.
Which is next year. I mean, it's pretty close.
Around the corner.
And one of the weird things is that they didn't show the hardware, and it's like y'all didn't even show like the mock-ups for the hardware.
Without a price point either.
Yeah, they basically dropped nothing. It's gonna be really fast. Okay. I don't understand why Microsoft keeps touting how fast the Xbox is. Like, listen, the other console makers that have slower consoles are beating you.
Yeah.
I mean, the Switch is going to eclipse the Xbox easily because it came out, you know, halfway through this console cycle, and it's like less than 10 million units behind.
Yeah, well,
the Xbox.
Microsoft has intentionally been vague because they try everything they possibly can not to release their sales data. Like, everything is an estimate with them, you know, and I think an accurate estimate with their sales, but they're not proud of their numbers. they're not proud of them at all.
Yeah, I think there's one thing that gave me hope about the Xbox Scarlet was that they said that we're putting games first. And I'm like, thank you, because, you know, I was looking through like my old like Facebook notes.
Yeah.
And I remember saying that, you know, the new Xbox is going to suck, the Xbox One, because they're putting all this other shit before gaming, and it's gonna suffer, and it did.
Yeah, I think they even tried to tolt it as a media player or something like that.
The thing where it would like you could talk to it and you could watch your fantasy football stats and all kinds of random shit. I'm like,
the second screen thing.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, we're here to game.
Yeah.
So it's good for them to say that we're focused on gaming, but it's also bad because they only showed basically one new game that's going to drop on that shit, and it's fucking Halo Infinite. They didn't show really any new exclusives for the console that we didn't already know about. Nothing.
It's not good. And
nothing. No, it was AAA. That was a bunch of like indie shit, but they don't really give a shit about. But they had other cool shit that was on there. They're bringing the Xbox. What's the Xbox like free gaming service? What wouldn't you pay for?
Live?
No,
Gold Pass. Game Pass, whatever.
Game Pass is coming to the PC, which is cool if you're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get free games every month. I mean, that's cool. But like I said, you need to come with more console exclusive content.
And I heard that they bought up a bunch of studios within the past year.
They have, yeah.
But at the same time, that's great, but it takes years to develop games. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Nothing's going to be an instant fix for them right now.
Yeah, so Xbox for the most part was pretty much washed, except for, you know, the console being announced. I mean, that was a big deal, but, you know, it was kind of hollow.
Well, it was kind of a soft, half-ass launch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when the PS3 was announced.
That was rough.
I mean, it was rough because it was only rough because of the price point and they had weird controllers. But at least they had like mock-up hardware.
Yeah.
That you could look at.
Yep.
Anyway, Ubisoft to me did probably the best out of the console makers. Because they announced Watch Dogs Legion, which it was leaked before it came out, so I kind of already knew that it was coming. And the game looks fucking amazing. Like, it really does. Apparently, you don't play as a single person in the game. You play as basically a whole army of people. And what that means is you're in London, and you can recruit people to your army. And you can play as anybody in your, like, little army.
Stitch, you loved Watch Dogs 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
And
It was dope.
Yeah, I like 2 better than 1, but both were really, really good. 2 was awesome. I heard that it was going to be in London, which is really interesting. I didn't know that you could just go to like a random person. When I heard the news about, it's not going to be one single character, I immediately thought it was going to be like Grand Theft Auto 5.
And it is kind of like that, but on like a grander scale.
Okay. So I'm curious how the storyline works, because when you're just hopping from person to person, obviously there's that whole, I can't think of the name of the sort of syndicate you're going against and stuff.
CTOS and I forget the name of the other thing, but yeah. So basically, I mean, I can answer those questions. So when you're walking around, you need to recruit people, and you can recruit basically anybody in London.
In the NPC.
And all those people, they all have backstories. They all have different ways to recruit them. They all have strengths and weaknesses. Like in the demo, they were showing like there was one guy you're playing as who I thought was the main character, and he was like, he's talking to like a guy like he's talking to another person through like a comm, and he's like, we need a drone specialist. So you need to find a drone specialist. So he's using his phone. Remember on Watch Dogs, you just scan people. So when you scan people, it tells you like their strengths and weaknesses. Okay. And so he's scanning all his people to like find out who's good with drones, and it's cool to like see all the attributes that they're scanning. So he finds a guy that's good with drones, and he's getting harassed by a police officer. He's about to get arrested, and so the guy's like, you need to save him and like get him out of there so we can use him.
Great.
And so he beats the guy beats the police officer's ass. Another cop comes, whoops his ass, and then a drone comes in, and he's got to take out the drone. And then he tells the guy that he's trying to save, just like run for it. We'll find you. Said he's with DedSec.
That's what it is, DedSec.
Yeah, DedSec is the army that you're a part of.
Yeah.
So the guy starts running. The main character you think is the main character hops in the car, and he's fucking running in the car, and drones are chasing him, and cop cars are chasing him. All it's just chasing him. Eventually he stops. He's in a shootout, and he gets fucking shot, and he fucking dies. And I was like, well, shit, is he dead? He's fucking dead. Okay. So he's dead, and it like goes to another person that's part of DedSec. And they're like, this agent was down. Here's the information on the guy who's profiling. We need him. Go and find him. But you need to find somebody that can find him. So it switches to another person who's like an old lady who's like, he's in front of like a police station. And she's got to infiltrate the police station with like this little drone and like find the person they're trying to profile. And they eventually find him and recruit him into the army. And so it's like, it shows like really cool ways to like recruit people that you need to like do certain tasks in the game. And in the game, when you're playing the story, who you're playing as will directly influence how the story is being told.
Okay.
And they all, like I said, they all have their own. Everybody in the game has their own backstory.
Seems ambitious.
Yeah. I hope it's not going to be like that one Assassin's Creed that just had too many people in it. And it got fucked up.
Syndicate or London, Paris, one of those. They had some rough Assassin's Creed.
The game you're just playing about, during a demo, that's the one where the guy, he's like walking by and he sees like some people being harassed, and he like turns around and pits like on a mask with a crown.
Yeah, they all have masks like that. They're
okay.
Even the old lady had a cool ass mask.
She's the one that had like on the skirt, right?
Yeah.
She was fucking whooping some guy's ass.
Yeah. One thing that was also cool, I got to rewind a little bit, that was part of the Xbox one, was the CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry, Old Ninja pointed it out. Thank you very much. They showed a new demo, and Keanu Reeves was introduced.
Yep. Huge.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking blaze.
Mr. fucking John Wick.
Mr. Shitty Beard that gets away with it.
God damn, he's shitting on John Wick.
He's got a shitty beard. I'm saying. He's a cool guy.
Patchy.
He's great.
He's like a real cool guy. I'd love to hang out with him.
Yeah, he's got the cool factor going. He was like, they had like a John Wick skin in Fortnite, but I mean, we haven't seen a true Keanu Reeves yet. Maybe did they do some movie tie-ins for Matrix?
They did, but it was like shitty.
Well, so actually, there was a bunch of Matrix games. Some of them were actually okay.
But was he in them though?
No, you played as Jada Pinkett Smith and somebody else.
Yeah. But they had his character in there, but I mean, the game was good, but the resolution was like, this is like, we're talking about like PS1, PS2
Yeah,
era.
this is
So
99 to early 2000s.
So it's been a while. But no, so it's pretty cool because when Keanu came out on stage, like everybody was cheering. They show like a clip of his character in the movie or in the game. But it's funny because like I guess some guy in the audience was like, "I love you, man," or something like that. Or what did he say?
You're breathtaking.
Yeah, he said he's breathtaking, and Keanu Reeves apparently responded back with like, "You're breathtaking too." But I'm not sure. This might be rumors, but it's been going around the internet. But I guess the guy was offered a free copy of the game because of his little comment,
and he declined.
Yeah, he declined, which is stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck declined.
Turn down free?
Yeah, who the fuck turns down? I was like, get free pussy.
Well, I think.
No, you don't want pussy.
Well, I mean, it also depends. Like, I think for some people, they want to support it with their money. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if he's going to buy the game, he's going to buy the game. Maybe he just didn't want the game, but I doubt it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean,
he's sitting there listening to it.
Yeah.
You can word of mouth is probably free advertising basically. By them giving him a game, like he's gonna tell his friends and they're gonna tell his friends. So I would have taken it. I would if I had a. I mean, wait, plus he's part of press because I mean this whole conference is just for press. So if he's there on press, like he's gonna be able to tell somebody. So
yeah,
sure. Yeah, CD Projekt Red's fucking Cyberpunk looks amazing. We got a release date for it early next year.
Is it it's not an Xbox exclusive, right?
No.
Okay,
It'll be
I
on
think so.
PC and PS4 as well.
But they were like, well, Sony's not here, so we gotta go with somebody.
Yeah.
No, I get it, and it looks fucking badass. I know you want to stay with Ubisoft, but speaking of movie tie-in frustration,
well, we're gonna get there for Square Enix.
God damn.
Well, we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Are you talking about, I think I know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. We got to do it in progressions, right? Because we'll talk about the press conference by press conference. So, still keeping with Ubisoft, they announced there's a new game called Gods and Monsters, and it's by the Assassin's Creed people, but it is not an Assassin's Creed game. So it's about mythology, and it's cel shaded, and it looks kind of fun. Like the first trailer that I saw looked kind of fun.
Oh, and when you say cel shaded, it's kind of whimsical.
Yeah.
Cel shaded. It doesn't look gritty at all or quasi realistic cel shaded. It has a very different type of look from anything you've been used to with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. But yeah, it could be interesting. It looks like they're going for a mythological, open world type of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One game they were missing a game. It was Beyond Good and Evil. I think it was a Ubisoft game, right? They were definitely missing that one. Yeah, I think it was. And they were missing it. So
Another Beyond Two Souls.
I don't feel like that's.
Oh, maybe. I'm sorry. No, it was Beyond Two Souls.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not Beyond Two Souls. Was that it?
That was the one with Ellen Page?
No, not that one. I'm pretty sure what I said was right.
Double check yourself.
Okay, so I also had they announced a bunch of new content for The Division 2, which is great. They announced 3 episodes for the game, which look great. They're opening up new areas, and you get to go to the Pentagon. They have one in the jungle type area, and somewhere else. Oh, and you're gonna go back to New York.
Back to New York. People were talking about that. Yeah.
I don't know why for some reason I thought you said that Destiny 2 and not Division 2.
No,
I was like, what?
Division 2. The Division.
They're both D2s.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the Division 2. I've been still trying to convince Prodigy to get on the game, but it's a really good, if you're judging the Division 2 by the first Division, it's way different. The Division 2 it's way fucking better. I'm having so much fun playing this fucking game. They've improved upon the first Division in basically every single facet possible.
Yeah.
Got it.
I've been just heavy looting. Like for me, it's a Borderlands type feel where I'm looting for just better gear, better equipment, upping my firepower put out, and I like this weapon, but I need to put over these attributes. So it's just constant, and the raids are intense. I'm still trying to beat the whole gauntlet of them and everything. But the thing that sucks is it resets every week.
Yeah.
So
MMO style.
They definitely have creative ways to keep you engaged in the game, like because there's like so much content, and like the fact that the content they've managed to recycle the content, make it seem new. You know, the way how they got away with that is kind of like magic, but I still have fun playing the game. Rainbow Six is still going hard as fuck. We might have to get on this fucking game because they hit so much shit.
I'm getting it. I've been waiting for so long, but Rainbow Six came out in literally 2015, They've had 4 years of DLC, big DLC shit, and now they're going all the way into 2020 with it, and then they're giving a brand new game in 2020.
Oh, and they dropped a new character.
Yeah.
There's basically you play as fucking James Bond.
Dude, they do this all the fucking time. I know I said I have not played the game, but I've watched a bunch of it on Twitch. Some of those Twitch streams are just amazing. They've done tournaments. I love watching this game. I need to just finally fucking jump in. Rainbow Six is the shit.
Yeah, and also Rainbow Six Quarantine was announced, which is it looks like a zombie game, but it might not be zombies per se. They'll probably use some bullshit name, but they're basically fucking zombies.
Yeah.
That's a PvE Rainbow Six type game. That looks like a lot of fun.
Do they need to use the Tom Clancy actual label at this point in 2019
Well,
anymore?
I think the reason why they're using it is because it's based upon his universe. I mean, let him get his fucking money.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's dead. But
Well, his estate, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess some of it is based upon his books.
it's probably loosely as fuck based upon his books.
Well, yeah, I mean at this point, yeah. I mean, and they announced a fucking Division show.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop on Netflix, which I was like, whoa,
That's
fucking
kinda
real.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
And Jake Gyllenhaal and somebody else is in it.
The girl from
But they have Tom Clancy Wildlands, Division,
Wildlands.
Rainbow Six,
Ghost Recon.
Yeah. They got 4 or 5 separate Tom Clancy franchises.
I think just in the beginning they were based upon his work, and now obviously they're straying. But I mean, it's still based upon it's just like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, or any Gene Roddenberry, or Star Trek.
Yeah.
Gene Roddenberry's been fucking dead.
He has been.
Right, so same deal.
Yeah. They just don't use his full name. You know what I mean?
That's true. But I think when you say Tom Clancy, what I'm expecting in the game is I'm expecting some kind of shooter.
Oh, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I just don't think that any young game. I think they recognize the brand of Rainbow Six and the Division and all of these more so than they recognize this author from the Cold War era.
I just think that his estate just had an ironclad.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. They're like,
smart.
Ubisoft, you gonna do this?
Yeah.
You're not stopping our fucking money train.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's move on to more Tom Clancy shit with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. There was a new trailer for that. What's the guy's fucking name? Oh, it's Shane. God damn it. I always forget his fucking name in The Punisher.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Bernthal.
Yeah,
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. Yeah, he came out with his dog. He had a pit bull that was very well trained because he was like, sit the fuck down. He was like, all right.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
He's a badass.
He really is.
He came out talking about the game, how he's the bad guy, and they're all former ghosts and shit like that. And they gave additional information about the game. It looks like a pretty cool game. I haven't played a Ghost Recon recently.
Well, now you played Wildlands.
I like
Wildlands. You and Old Ninja got down on that, right?
Yeah.
Or no, maybe not.
Yeah, I think Old Ninja. Yeah, I played with Old Ninja. I think, because he rarely gets on PS4, and I think he was on it. I enjoyed it. It was really, really fun with the 4-on-4 teamwork-based head-to-head PvP.
Well,
and then even the story mode was great.
Yeah, well, they're bringing back so when I played it, it was always 4 people in the game. It was either you and 4 people, or you and 3 other, you and 3 other people, or you and 3 AI.
Yep.
So they're bringing back the 3i system.
Okay.
The 3 AI system.
So you can Kirito again.
So wait, the Division is part of the Tom Clancy thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is.
All of them. They say Tom Clancy on there.
I didn't fucking realize that until right now.
Yeah. And so far, Breakpoint looks really good. Looks like you're going up against some serious badasses, and it looks like fun. So, what I think that was basically the high points that I can remember, and I'm kind of scrolling through some shit right now. Oh, well, Roller Champions. I guess if you're into roller games, they have a new roller derby game.
Oh, roller derby.
It looked kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
It looked
be honest.
like Rocket League.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like Rocket League.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
Rocket League,
obviously
but
with
people
people.
on skates.
Yeah, it looked like fun. I gotta be honest, but we'll see when the game comes out what it's like. So, and For Honor, I don't give a fuck about. I don't think anyone else on this podcast gives a fuck about it.
It was free on PSN, and I still haven't played it.
For which game?
Oh, For
For
Honor.
I might have downloaded it and just didn't fucking play it. I guess there's a game called Brawlhalla, which is from. It's basically a Smash Brothers type game.
Beat 'em up.
And Adventure Time's coming to the game. So if you like Adventure Time, you like the Super Smash Brothers style games,
Is it
Brawlhalla.
only Adventure Time characters in it? Or
No,
they're,
there's a
they're
bunch
just
of-
being
they're
added?
being added into it.
Okay.
Added into it. So.
Gotcha. Good fucking shit. All right, I don't know about the order. Can I go to Crystal Dynamics?
Yes. No. Crystal Dynamics. They're talking about Square Enix.
Screenings.
I think you're part of it, right? Are they part of it?
I thought it was a Crystal Dynamics game. Well, Crystal Dynamics for the Avengers, right?
Yeah,
Am I
but
tripping?
it's a Square Enix game.
Okay. Maybe it's a publisher versus a studio kind of.
I think we're both right. Go ahead.
Holy fucking shit, man.
So somebody shit on us. Somebody shit on us on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw it. Fuck them. Everybody's all sensitive and shit. Here's the thing. The Avengers are literally the premier fucking movie franchise. Those 4 movies have grossed over like $8 billion. They are the alpha fucking team when it comes to superheroes. We all know that. And we have not had a movie tie-in with the Avengers since the MCU started the Avengers movies, I believe. If I'm wrong about that, please fact check me. I don't think we've had a movie tie-in.
There was an Iron Man.
But for the Avengers proper, like that title.
This game does not tie into the movies.
No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying we had a gap of no Avengers games. And we used to have like shitty movie tie-ins
like Spider-Man.
The fucking time. Like you remember in the 2000s, you had movie tie-ins for fucking Matrix that we mentioned, Harry Potter, Spider-Man, Hulk 1, Captain America.
Well, I mean, there's
maybe not Cap. I don't know.
There's a Lego games, but that.
But there were like legit, straight non-Lego movie tie-ins that we used to get all the fucking time, and they went away from those. The reason that they were so shitty is because they were fucking rushed to open up at the same time that they were in the theater. We did have an
Iron Man game.
Yeah, okay. But most of them were fucking trash in general. But in any event, we've all fucking patiently waited. We've all loved the Avengers movies since, 2011, 2012? Mm-hmm. And here we are finally getting to see what this new game titled The Avengers is like. And it's underwhelming when it comes to not the gameplay, but like this long trailer and the graphics and the knockoff brand Avengers. Everybody's looking a little bit off. They don't look anything close to their movie superstar movie actress.
The fact that they don't look at movies is
characters.
That's fine with me, but they don't look like the actual comic book characters either.
Nope.
That's the main problem that I have. Like everybody seems like, oh well, does it look like the MCU? You're totally fucking right. They don't. But they don't look like the comic characters either. They really fucking don't.
And remember, for last year's Marvel Spider-Man on PS4, that Peter Parker obviously didn't look exactly like Tom Holland or any of the, Tobey Maguire or anybody else. But
he was passable though.
But he was. It looked good.
Yeah.
He looked fine. These guys look rough.
They look like some Sega Genesis kind of. I mean,
it's like looking at the Transformers and the fucking GoBots.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It looked. And okay, full disclosure, this game does not drop in 2019. It comes out supposedly, and it may get pushed back. Who knows? But it's supposed to come out early 2020. So we'll fucking see.
Like a lot of the characters look disproportionate. Like their torsos are too long or their heads like too small. Like they look like action figures you get from the flea market. Like seriously.
Black Widow looks like an old woman.
She looks like an old man.
I'm just like,
Now, and the other thing I'm really worried about, all of us felt how great it was to play as Kratos in God of War, where he was throwing that axe and it was coming back to him, and we all thought, man, this is just like kind of Mjolnir with Thor and shit. If the mechanics aren't as snappy and responsive as God of War, that's going to be disappointing too. We don't know yet, but they got a high bar to hold when it comes to how I expect both Captain America's shield and the fucking hammer to work in this game. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but I did not see that trailer, and I saw it like 2 or 3 times and feel fucking optimistic about this at all.
It didn't look good. The only thing I thought was cool, I was like, oh, they're in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. There's the Avengers Tower. And other than that, I was just plain face the entire time. I was like, this doesn't look great at all. Like, it doesn't look fun. You got Hulk on the Golden Gate throwing cars around. I'm just like, it just looks average. Like, nothing great at all.
Yeah, you know what's sad? We're at the end of console generation.
Yep.
Right? And the game looks kind of shitty.
It does.
It does. I'm watching right now.
Yeah, it does not, like, graphically does not look good. And don't get me wrong, you can get away with a game that is not graphically intensive.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But this is one of the ones where it's like, it's half-assed. It looks like a B. It doesn't look like AAA at all. It looks like a B game.
And we've waited a long time for an Avengers game. We've all wanted to fucking play as, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Cap for a long fucking time. I don't know about this one. The other thing, they were loosely trying to hint around that it maybe could be tied to Marvel Spider-Man, which it fucking isn't. There was a throwaway line in Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 version where he says, at Avengers Tower, I wish I could see what's going on with those guys, but they're on the West Coast or something like that. And then in this trailer, he's in San Francisco. I think it's just a fucking coincidence.
Yeah.
There's no there.
The one good thing about this is that fucking Hulk actually does stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he does
He didn't do shit in fucking Endgame.
I don't know how much you can control. I couldn't even get the sense, is this a true only single player, or can I actually team up as the Avengers with you guys?
Well, it looks like it jumps around too, because like there's a scene where they're fighting on the bridge, and then all of a sudden like there's a mortuary for Captain America, and then like Tony Stark has like a full beard, and Mjolnir's just chilling off to the side. So it's like, what the fuck's going on?
It looked like a lot of gameplay cutscenes.
Yep.
With just a sprinkle of gameplay.
Yeah, so apparently they did show some gameplay. So there was a behind-the-scenes gameplay for some of the press, which they didn't show publicly, which is fucking weird. But they said that there's actually sprinkled in some gameplay in the game.
Yeah.
There's like 20 seconds worth of gameplay in the actual trailer.
We'll fucking see. There's a possibility, maybe at like a later con, like obviously you and Old Ninja are going to San Diego. Maybe there'll be something playable there. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
But holy fucking shit, man! This was one of the most underwhelming wet blankets of a fucking E3 trailer for a big fucking franchise like this.
They could fix it. I mean, we've been wrong about shit before. Like we were famous around about Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
But this one, they'd have to like. This is like Sonic bad.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
And even with Wonder Woman, we didn't see a full-on trailer that disappointed. This is like them showing us something that looked disappointing. And it wasn't just us.
Yeah.
A lot of people were disappointed in this.
We thought that Patty Jenkins didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
Yeah.
The way she was trying to make Wonder Woman compassionate, but
It was great.
the movie was great.
Yeah.
Dude, was she even compassionate at all?
She had a lot. I mean, all the people that were in the World War II trenches getting tortured and killed.
Yeah,
You know.
she's like, why aren't you helping them?
Yeah.
She's like, I'll just do it myself.
But
And the scene on the boat.
we'll fucking see it with the Avengers. Now on the flip side, the Ultimate Alliance looks way
really
better.
good. I haven't seen
way
any
better.
gameplay from that yet.
I thought there was gameplay there. Right?
Yeah, there's definitely gameplay.
Oh, I'm just saying I haven't.
Oh, okay.
But everything I'm hearing, it looks great. I
you
saw
need
a
a
character list.
You need a Switch to play it.
Yeah,
so there's that.
it's.
So it's a Switch exclusive?
yes, yes, it is.
God damn.
I know might be a console handheld buyer for me.
Yeah.
Right, it's a good console. Seriously.
Wasn't there another Marvel game that was announced too? Like, it had one with like 3 characters. Like one's a female character. It's based off of Thanos' crew. I can't even. It's like a
Marvel Ultimate Alliance Black Order?
no. It's not that.
Yeah, the game we're talking
What it's
about.
called.
No, this one is just 3 main characters, and Thanos is like people, and they're like on some off-world planet fighting against somebody.
I never heard of that.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, okay.
I was watching a video about it, and it looked pretty fucking dope.
But, so, as you're looking that up, so Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 Black Order, it looks good. It looks like Ultimate Alliance that we all remember from like the Wii days and the PS2 days. It was great. Great games, and this one already has 3 DLCs on the pipe. One is Marvel Knights, which is funny because somebody tweeted us who was Marvel Knights, and obviously the guy's young, but it's something that happened like in I believe the late 90s.
Yeah.
So
2000.
so when they try to get kind of edgy, they kind of like basically they're R-rated comics, and they Black Panther was part of that as well. That's when what's his name? Shit. What's that one writer that wrote for Black Panther?
Priest.
Yeah, so Christopher Priest started writing for him was during the Marvel Knight days.
Yeah.
They also had Fantastic Four on there, and there's one other one as well. I think. Oh, and X-Men.
Yeah.
So those are all DLC additional content for the game, which is good.
Thus proving the complete bullshit of Marvel versus Capcom Infinite being total horseshit where they couldn't have the fucking X-Men in there.
Well, I also think it helps that Disney bought everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but
So,
you know that they were working on this
that.
game before because Disney bought everybody. That deal was finished like a few months ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, yeah. They should always have
Well,
that in
maybe
there.
that's why it's a DLC. What the fuck, man?
They're working on the... Oh, so wait, aren't there some X-Men and Fantastic Four already in there?
I don't know.
Well, okay.
There's only 4 Fantastic Four, so probably not.
Who are the playable characters? Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have to look.
In any event, it's good to have a robust Marvel world in there. We will see about the fucking Avengers. We saw more for Star Wars. I know this. Who's doing Star Wars? Is it EA?
Yeah, it's an EA game. Look, pretty good. Fallen Order. It's actually it looked pretty fucking amazing. The graphics weren't that great. Gotta be honest with you. But the gameplay looked pretty good.
Looks fun, man.
We saw that Kylo Ren ain't that fucking special no more.
Yeah.
Apparently, we got other Jedi that can stop fucking blaster bolts and shit like that. So
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I was disappointed in the 2 Battlefronts,
Yeah, me
that came
too.
out for this
Yeah.
console generation. I want the return of good Star Wars games. I know Stitch is thinking fuck Star Wars. But yeah,
Space Ninjas.
we'll fucking see.
Well, this one looks good. I mean, like the actual, like it reminded me of what was that one? Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
Sort of, where you have like a bunch of force powers you can use. So one of the highlights for me is, so basically the main character, I forget his goddamn name, but he has the ability to stop things like Kylo Ren did. Mm-hmm. And so there's a fight
like
scene.
a blaster thing.
Yeah, well, and people too.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a fight scene where the main character is like fighting through a bunch of stormtroopers, and there's one left, and a stormtrooper shoots at him, so he stops the blaster bolt and the stormtrooper. He pulls the stormtrooper, holds him up by his neck, and while the blaster bolt is still frozen in time, he moves the stormtrooper in front of the blaster bolt that unfreezes time, and basically the guy kills himself.
Badass.
So I was like, that's fucking dope. So
Nice.
And they had a bunch of like creature battles as well. So it looks so far like it's well put together, but we'll see. It's still early on.
EA can disappoint as well. We all know that. So
Yeah.
we'll fucking see is right. You want to do the Zelda and Luigi and all that?
Well, I was gonna say, like, there's also an announcement about the Lego game for the Star Wars universe.
Yes,
really?
all fucking 9.
Yeah, all 9 fucking universes are all gonna be covered by fucking Legos, which is I think it's pretty fucking dope
They
because
already have those?
No,
Well,
Am I tripping?
all 9 in one game.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Damn.
So the game I was talking about is called Outriders,
Yeah.
which apparently from the video I saw, they were
Yeah.
talking about that it's actually based off of a Marvel comic, which is it's like Thanos' crew or some shit like that.
That's
Like,
not Thanos'. That's not Thanos' crew.
well, that's what they said in the video. So I don't know.
Is this coming soon?
But yeah, it's just like a teaser trailer. I mean, it's a trailer, but it's no gameplay or anything like that. But yeah, I like that the way it looked too.
Yeah,
it
it
looked like
looks-
something interesting.
Yeah, it looked pretty fucking cool. It looks like Gears of War kind of, but more. It's like a mix between Gears of War and Death Stranded. Like it's kind of got a creepy horror thing to it, but
Okay.
but this is the only thing I saw was just a fucking trailer. Like there's this giant fucking mech monster at the end that they show them fighting against.
And nobody on this planet knows, even Hideo, what Death Stranding is going to be like.
Nobody fucking knows.
Until it's done. So what do you want to go to?
Didn't you want to do I don't know what day it was, but Zelda and Luigi and Nintendo and all that?
Yeah. So that was the Nintendo press conference, which, in my opinion, Nintendo pretty much they won E3. I mean, they had the most, I guess, new announcements, and they do like a really weird thing where they don't use the typical like press conference like the way that Xbox and Sony does. So they actually just do a video, Nintendo Direct, and they have like this video where they don't have like a huge crowd or anything like that. They just kind of put out a video. And so they had a bunch of new games out there. Was it Luigi's Mansions, Haunted Mansion 3. They announced a new successor to Breath of the Wild, which was huge. That was at the very end.
Yep.
It was like a less than a 2-minute trailer, but it seemed pretty dope. They announced another game for Zelda called Link Awakens, which is kind of like a 3/4 down view thing.
Why does that name sound familiar? Like it's been is that an old like?
It sounds familiar too, but I don't know it looked like a new game to me.
Okay.
What is it called?
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening. Zelda Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda.
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
They also announced another a cadence game for Legend of Zelda where you have to press buttons at a certain time to do stuff.
Like Pop the Rapper.
Rapper, the Rapper, yeah. Obviously, they had their Pokemon games. They got pushed back. People knew about that though. That wasn't new. There's a few other things too, but the fact they announced a new Breath of the Wild was like they're saying it's in development. That was a pretty huge deal. No Metroid, which I was looking forward to, but they just switched studios, so it's understandable.
Why in the shit don't they put the primes on there?
Put the primes. What do you mean?
Like the old primes on there.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
They probably should. I mean, they're putting everything else from all the third-party games that they fucking missed from all their other fucking consoles on there.
They're doing a lot of them.
They're putting on like all the Resident Evil, I think 5 and 6. There's a bunch of other games that are like older games that they're porting to there. So I mean, they're trying to do their best, but
they own those, like the Prime ones, right? Like,
yeah, they do.
Okay, all right. Sorry, it's just weird to me that they're not putting them on there.
Maybe they'll announce it once Metro Prime 4 is further in development.
Yeah, makes
that way
sense.
They can, kind of ride the wave. Because right now, if you drop it now, it's like, they're not looking forward to a new one.
Yeah.
But if they announce it next year, when they're dropping the new one in like another year, that gives them time to play the game and then get caught up.
There you go.
Yeah, but I really wanted to see a new Metro Prime, but they just switched studios, and it's going to take a while to develop the game. So
They're just getting started.
Yeah, they got a bunch of other games that are. Oh, Super Smash Brothers has like a shitload of fucking characters dropping. They got Banjo Kazooie, which I was like, what the fuck? Like for real? A bunch of characters from Dragon's Quest and somebody else as well. Just like they keep adding that game.
It's good. It's good shit.
I'm trying to find out the tie-in between Outriders, but in Infinity War, those monsters that attack Wakanda, those were called Outriders too. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. But aren't they?
But they're monsters, yeah.
But aren't they some of the same ones that Loki did with the invasion? The Chitauri.
Maybe, yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that game Outriders is by the same people as that made Bulletstorm, which for me was a fun ass game.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah,
that game was
that was free last year too.
It was. Yeah.
One of the ones I'm really excited, I can't remember the order or whatever, but Dying Light 2 is dropping. Techland dropped the first Dying Light in, I think, 2015. 4-player co-op in the Middle East, killing zombies melee style, but with some weapons and grappling hooks and all that fucking fun shit. Trailer looks fun. I think we have a release date, if I'm not mistaken. I think. And I'm fucking on board, man. This one's going to be a big, fun game. And I think this was the same studio that dropped the ball on all those Dead Island games back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeesh. I remember
those were rough. But
is that the one that took place in Hawaii where they had like the cool fucking trailer, but the game
amazing
was
trailer.
shitty?
Yeah.
You couldn't save.
That's what got me. Like I played like 5 hours worth of the game.
Yep.
And it didn't autosave.
Yep.
I got pissed. It just for Dying Light 2, just says 2020. So
okay.
There's really no release date.
Okay, and it's coming soon. Looks interesting to fucking me. The other one, I don't think we touched upon this last week, but Blizzard said that we are getting a Overwatch 2, or maybe it was leaked. That's fucking huge. I didn't think that was going to happen. It's been 3 years since the first Overwatch launched and took over the fucking world and shit, but getting a sequel that is focused on, I think, more PvE and like a campaign kind of thing sounds fucking fantastic, because you already got awesome characters. I don't think it's going to be fucking free.
No.
I think people are going to pay their good hard-earned money.
I think people are going to pay that good hard money too.
Well, it'll be also fascinating to me because I feel like Overwatch really changed the game on loot boxes more than a whole lot of other games this generation. A lot of people followed suit, but that shit, even Fortnite and all that, the loot box game for Overwatch was huge and still a fucking cash cow. So we'll see how they do it on there, but and then the other one is Diablo 4, I think, for Blizzard, right?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we all know that they're making sequels. So.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
But apparently, people were. It's sort of controversial because they were like, oh, they stopped making some StarCraft first-person shooter. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They dropped Ghost. That was like years ago, and I don't give a shit. Like, StarCraft to me is a real-time strategy game. If you want to make a spin-off of StarCraft, that's like some ancillary shit, but I don't really give a fuck about. If it's good, it's good. If you made a StarCraft 3, that'd be better. So.
And they probably will still do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see them going away from that franchise.
Well, and they took the engine from supposedly from StarCraft Ghost, and they put it. That's what they based Overwatch off of.
Okay, nice.
So Overwatch killed 2 first-person shooter StarCraft games that should not be first-person shooters. So
there you go.
It's fine. Listen. StarCraft is a really important game. I do not want to see them go the route of Warhammer 40,000, where they put out like 5,000 fucking games a year, and they're all not that great. They'll have like maybe 1 or 2 a year that are decent.
Yeah.
But you can't just apply a certain story to like 5 drastically different kinds of fucking games.
Yeah.
Like you can't have like a first-person shooter and a fucking real-time strategy game and a fucking tabletop game and a fucking sports game. Like it doesn't make sense. If you focus on one game that you're good at and make that good, then make that good. Don't worry about the rest of that shit.
Good shit. What was this Final Fantasy VII remake? I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. You're the Final Fantasy guy. What is this and what's happening? Is this a good one or is this a bad one?
So it's a good one, but it's not the best one. So if anybody says that Final Fantasy VII is the best one, you're fucking young. Shut the fuck up and get a sippy cup. Sit down. Just saying, Final Fantasy VI was the best one by far. So Final Fantasy VII was good though. The Final Fantasy VII was the first one in the modern sort of era. It was dropped on the PS1, and it's the first one that was on a CD and had like a full motion video. That was a huge deal. But the story wasn't that great, and the gameplay to me wasn't as good as Final Fantasy VI. Anyway, it was still a phenomenon. I can't deny anybody that. It's most young people, that was their first Final Fantasy game.
Cool.
And the remake looks really fucking good. Like they revamped the combat system. It looks good. So far they've only shown like 3 or 4 people in the combat system so far. It's like Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith. But there's a whole bunch of other people in the game.
Yeah.
So, but apparently the game, it's gonna be in parts. And the first part is on 2 Blu-rays. I was like, holy
That's huge.
shit.
All right.
That's up to 200 gigs.
God damn.
That's fucking gigantic. So
I'm cautiously optimistic. I will say this: with what Capcom did with that Resident Evil 2, I'm kind of on board with some good remakes. If you put some quality into it, then let's go. Let's fucking go.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
yeah, the remake.
Like I've been waiting for this for a while, just because I think they announced it probably maybe 5 years ago or something like that. It's been at least since we've been doing this podcast, so it's got to be like 5 years. But I've been waiting for this fucking game since they announced it. But it's been a while.
Do we have a release date on this bad boy?
Yeah, it's I think it's March. I think it's next year. I think it's spring of next year.
Like, cause I think they even when they announced the game, they actually announced they made the Final Fantasy Avid Children or something like that, the movie, which I thought was really good.
Yeah, the CG movies.
Yeah.
Well, I think this one was animated.
Okay.
Cause there was Final Fantasy whatever, was like CGI, but then they had like the Japanese animation style, which was fucking dope.
Talking about Advent Children, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna drop in March 3rd, 2020.
There we go.
So
hopefully no delays.
Already got my money.
There's something else they announced too by Square Enix. I forget what it was. It was something that was shitty though.
Well, fuck the shitty shit.
Well, on the VR news, so there was a game that they announced at E3 called Pistol Whip, which looked fucking dope. Like all the reviews kept saying that it's like being fucking John Wick. So it's basically. So like those sword games where like there's like cubes and stuff flying towards you and you like slice them, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Instead of having those cubes, there's fucking people that you gotta shoot. So you're like going around like shooting people on fucking beat. There's also another game called Super Hot Shot, which I
heard of that one.
Where it's a game where like if you start moving, then the world starts moving too. But once you stop moving, it just time freezes basically.
Good shit.
So if you go to reach for a weapon, time will start moving. But once you stop, like everybody stops moving. So you gotta be like quick about certain things. But it's basically like being fucking John Wick. Like you're like going down this hall, just killing motherfuckers left and right. Which is it looks pretty fucking dope. I mean, it's not like the high end quality. It's probably like I don't know, like 2 steps above 8-bit.
If I can't fuck Chun-Li in there, fuck it.
Oh god.
That's another one.
But it's not Chun-Li though.
Okay,
John.
Any other VRs?
Detroit.
That's the only one I came across so far, but I didn't get a chance to watch any other VR related E3 stuff.
Sure. Got another Kronos? Did you want to touch on?
I didn't write anything down.
Well, there was.
Okay.
I was gonna write it down.
Isn't there one by? There was a game coming out with that was by George R.R. or whatever.
Yeah, so that's a FromSoft game. And I love most of the FromSoft games.
But it's like him and somebody else, right?
It's him and George R.R. Martin, and it's open world, and they have like a trailer for it, but no gameplay. We'll see. It's supposed to drop next year, and
it looked interesting.
I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'd love to know whether it's going to have the co-op stuff, because I prefer those from FromSoft. FromSoft.
I think it's called Elden Ring or something.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. But it's him and who else? Isn't it Kashima or whatever? The guy
No,
who
it's
makes
Miyazaki.
Okay, yeah.
Miyazaki and George R.R.
Wait, didn't he just pass away recently?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
There's a Miyazaki from Studio Ghibli.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then there's Miyazaki from
films.
FromSoft from the Dark Souls games.
Okay.
Two different Miyazakis. Actually, if you think of the game stuff, we can come back. But I want to get Stitch in here on one big thing. You were the only one, Stitch, that actually saw Dark Phoenix.
Jesus Christ.
How bad is this fucking movie? Can we get your fucking
It's
review?
bad. It's really, really, really bad. Saw it last night. For those who don't know, it's the last of the sort of this X-Men universe that they've been working on since I think 2000.
Yep.
But then they kind of retconned some stuff and tried to erase some mistakes with Days of Future Past, and then went on to Apocalypse, and then now this.
Wait, the girl who plays Jean Grey, she's in.
Sophie Turner.
Okay.
Yes, that's Sansa.
She's kind of hot.
She's very hot. She needs more of an ass or whatever. But her, she's got some nice titty meat and everything. You can kind of see it. You can just tell like they're really not interested in.
Just
the
give
movie.
up. It's like when you gave your 2 weeks and it's like Thursday before you leave.
I've said
You
like,
already checked out.
Jennifer Lawrence she's been half-assed showing up to work.
She's
and
the
everything.
worst. She's the worst.
Horrible. And like looking back at it, I'm glad her career has sort of like tanked since Hunger Games, because it seemed like she got a huge fucking ego. And now I don't want to sit in the makeup chair for this many hours. Blah 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 blah. And I don't know. I struggle to think of like a good movie she's put out or been in since Hunger Games outside of that franchise.
Well, she was in an
So
American
good for her
Hustle, but she wasn't that great in it, to be honest. The one with
Batman.
with Chris Bale, yeah.
Yeah, she's just lazy. Like
Yeah.
she just doesn't. I mean, can I get into spoil? Do you want me to get into spoilers in it?
I
I
don't
don't care, dude. Because right now, this movie's sitting on Rotten Tomato with a 23%.
I mean, the movie had some good parts. One of which she fucking dies.
Ooh, very nice.
She
Like,
dies. I was about to start clapping. I was happy. And
Wait, the Phoenix die or
no,
Or,
Mystique.
Oh, Mystique.
Yeah, Mystique
Good.
dies.
Good.
Yeah, she dies. She gets impaled pretty gruesomely.
Nice.
I can't remember if you actually see blood or not, but she's impaled and like on some like wooden spikes and all kinds of shit, and it was nice.
some vampire shit.
I smiled. I was very happy with that.
Real quick, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you remember that dumbass controversy from the Apocalypse shit where Apocalypse was strangling her and fucking Rose McGowan
Oh, I
wanted to
forgot
make
about
that
that.
into a Me Too kind of feminist bullshit?
Me too. So you really got choked up by a fucking mutant super being.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Really, you got choked up by a god.
Do you
That's
remember
14 stories tall.
You remember how fucking dumb that was?
There's so much wrong with this film, and it's gonna be funny when Kronos sees it, because they just are on some they don't give a fuck about science anymore. They're going
Throwing shit out the window.
They're going up into space and shit without helmets and all kinds of shit. Storm, and like I was like, because Storm is doing like some weather shit up there, and I'm like,
In space?
in space,
The fuck?
not on a planet,
Jesus
but in
Christ.
space, and I'm like, how is
know
she
she had that
freezing
power.
shit in space? I'm like, I don't. I'm
She's already be frozen.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Storm in the trailer actually having an umbrella? Is that in the movie?
Well, that
was on the trailer.
When Mystique dies, they're at the funeral and it's raining as fuck, and they're just getting poured upon. And I'm like, what? Can't Storm fix this problem? Also, Storm is doing party tricks and making ice cubes. Or whatever.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're at some like high school like teen wood party and
Ice cubes?
Yeah, you see Dazzler. Dazzler shows up, which is kind of a nice little.
Dazzler was all right.
Yeah, she's having like a little music concert kind of thing, which is kind of whatever. We see Quicksilver kind of just isn't in the movie.
Really?
He's in that first thing. He's there for 5 minutes. He goes up into space. They go get the astronauts and everything, and then they have a Me Too moment where Jennifer Lawrence is like, because Xavier kind of turns out to be kind of a bad guy, which is
He's a bad guy in the comics, actually, in a lot of ways.
Oh yes, yes, he's a dick, and you see a lot of him doing a lot of dickhead stuff in this and everything. But J-Lo's like gives this line about, oh, it should be the ex-women. When's the last?
Oh shit, they put that in the movie?
Yes.
Oh,
she's like, when's the last?
fuck.
Yeah, she's something along the lines about like, when's the last time the men around here have been done something, which we called ex-women. Because and then I'm like, bitch. I was like, first of all, it was right after they saved the fucking space people up in the spaceship that are all
Astronauts,
whatever,
right?
the astronauts. And in my head, I'm like, Nightcrawler bamped you into these motherfuckers. Nightcrawler bamped Quicksilver into the fucking space shuttle, saved 6 of these fucking astronauts, and then bamped Jean Grey in there to get the last one. And then
What a
Mystique is sitting in the fucking SR-7 in the Blackbird chilling. And then she's calling the shots, which annoyed the piss out of me because she's she's the unquestioned leader of this fucking group. And just like it blows my fucking mind. She doesn't shapeshift at all.
My God.
No, she dies early in the movie, which is good.
Holy
I was gonna say she's pulling some Hulk shit. She didn't. Bruce Banner never turned into Hulk.
She dies early in the movie, which is great. Everything else is just like a complete fucking sort of shit show.
How's Magneto? Is he any good? Is he relevant?
Well, they have a Genosha kind of thing, which, well, sounds good in theory to us because we know what that all. But it's essentially the government gives him this island for him to chill on.
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't make sense because this is supposed to be 9-10 years later after he fucking assassinated the fucking president. Or tried to assassinate. Well, he tried to kill. Was it Nixon?
Yeah.
Nixon,
on TV.
Nixon on TV in first class or whatever. They had the whole meltdown where they fucked up. I need to go rewatch Apocalypse again or whatever. But Egypt got fucked up pretty bad by him. Yeah.
Those are just brown people.
And so like he's got like a handshake agreement for him to be chilling on this island that he says was given to him by the government. I'm like, why are they cutting deals with this known fucking terrorist? Less than 10 years later, which I love. I'm a huge Magneto fan, but that shit does not make any sense.
Magneto never trusts humans. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You don't do a deal with Magneto.
You're gonna be mad about a lot of like just comic book shit going on in this movie.
That's a shame too because the
trailer
X-Men First Class. Yeah, that was actually a decent movie.
Is it good? Yeah.
And same with Days of Future Past. It wasn't bad.
I wasn't in Future Past.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I liked Apocalypse, which I was the only one.
Yeah, you were.
But I think I just like the only thing I really liked about Apocalypse was when the Phoenix showed up and she does her shit. I was like, oh, okay, Dark Phoenix could be fucking dope because of that.
There's a lot of Skrull stuff that aren't Skrulls. I forget the name of the people that are.
They're aliens, though?
Do they have Shi'ar in that?
I thought it was going to be, but it's not.
They should have Shi'ar. I mean,
they don't call them Shi'ar. I forget the name of their little
Some
group
knockoff
of these alien shapeshifters come, and they want to get the Phoenix Force from Jean and everything because Jean is all overpowered and shit like that. So they want to come capture her. They have this Emma Frost looking chick who's not Emma Frost.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jessica Chastain or same girl that's going to be in this Division movie or whatever. She's the big boss villain of this. She's doesn't interest me as an actress. She's kind of whack. Everything seems rushed. The only thing the fight scene at the end is good.
Okay.
Because they get pretty violent and stuff, which I was like, okay, this is good, but they just cut a lot of corners in terms of like the budget. Everything's really just kind of cheaply done.
Is Beast blue at least?
Beast is blue. I mean, I don't ever get hyped when watching Beast fight in any of these movies. It's a lot of wire work. It's just like him like jumping far while he's going like, oh, it doesn't even look like he jumps. It looks like he just got catapulted from a wire.
It looks like those groups are called the D-Baris?
Yeah, essentially the Phoenix Force fucking fucked up their planet and destroyed it, and they were following it and saw that this Phoenix Force took over the astronaut ship, and then Jean Grey sucked it up, so they followed Jean Grey and they were trying to remove it from her.
If they didn't want to be such fucking cheap asses, Beast should actually kind of be like the Hulk in terms of like the CGI combined with some, an actor underneath.
Nightcrawler is good. Nightcrawler is probably my favorite. He balls out in this.
Good shit.
He rages out, which is really, really cool.
No, does he have a German accent?
Yes.
Good.
During like the little final fight fight versus these like alien things, they're actually killing. Like he's doing some crazy knife work.
Is there blood?
I can't. There's not blood because it can't be R.
Yeah.
But that shit bothers me.
But-
Like, if you're gonna fight when somebody dies, there needs to be blood.
Well, it took me back to, was it X2 where they invade the mansion
Yeah.
and you see Wolverine
Yeah.
actually stabbing people and
remember
you
that.
were like, okay, cool, this is good. And we kind of were like, all right, we understand they can't show the blood, but at least we're seeing him stab people and go into this
Well,
rage.
don't have them stop. Just have them break necks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why the fuck you have. If I'm stabbing somebody with a handful of knives, there's no blood. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, they're doing it. They're doing. All of them are doing some actual legit killing. They're like, yeah, that person's dead. Like,
Remember, one of the best, at least in my opinion, the best X-Men movie we've gotten is Logan.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
Oh, yeah.
true R and true slicing and blood.
Made
yeah.
money. Made a lot of money.
The Nightcrawler fight scene is really fucking legit. Magneto has some badass legit killing and shit like that. And then it just kind of goes off into like a whimper, and you're gonna be mad when you see it because they completely copy off the end of was it Dark Knight?
Oh, fuck.
Where he goes off to Paris and he's sitting at a cafe.
He's fucking retires.
Yeah,
man.
that's exact. I was like, I've seen this is Batman. Literally, Xavier's just sitting there chilling, sipping his coffee, and you see somebody kind of walk up behind him.
Alfred style.
Yeah, and it's Magneto, and
Not
they
it.
fucking let's play a game of chess. And I'm like, it was aggravating. It was aggravating. I give it a 4.
They should have just killed them all off. They should have just.
Damn.
Oh
It was
god.
bad. Phoenix supposedly is. You think she's dead, but you see a little Phoenix thing going across the fucking sky at the very end. But you know it's all done and it's over with. It's sad because
They should have ended with like the Disney logo or some shit. Like she's flying over a castle or some shit.
We'll do this better.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the guy that played Cyclops. It was nice because I know James Marsden is a better actor than this kid.
Yeah.
But they gave Marsden nothing to do.
That's true.
In X1 and X2 where X2 he gets killed off, right?
Yeah.
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he gets killed off
3?
screen. We don't
No,
see
2.
him.
Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah.
How did he fucking die in the
He
game?
kisses Phoenix and
Jean.
they cut to a different scene and then all of a sudden you never see Cyclops. His glasses are on a rock somewhere. Yeah.
It's Oakley's.
Yeah. So it's the same plot as Last Stand.
God
but Last Stand did it better. And
Wow.
this
Last
is-
Stand sucked.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is at the bottom of the X-Men movies. The only thing that redeems it for me is that the fight on the train with the alien people.
It's cool.
That was really done really well.
shit.
But it was bad.
Oh, man.
Really, really, really
The
bad.
thing that's really disappointing is, remember, there were reshoots and delays and all this other stuff with this movie.
The story behind the reshoots, I've done a little bit of research, was that it had too much, from what the director said, the ending was too similar to a movie that was coming out or
Dark Knight.
came out, which a lot of people presumed it was Captain Marvel.
Really?
Because I guess from what the buzz is, there was going to be some sort of space battle.
Yeah, I
whatever.
mean, they kind of.
Yeah, so they
flavor.
kind of were like, oh shoot, this is gonna look really, really bad. So they had to do a lot of reshoots, and then with scheduling conflicts and stuff, which is all what people rumor that why Quicksilver is MIA for 2/3 of the movie.
Can we be fucking honest about Quicksilver? Don't nobody give a fuck about that dude. He died in the MCU. He's died in the Fox X-Men movies. Nobody gives a fuck about him.
People enjoyed the scene where he's fucking running through and doing himself. People thought it was kind of cool, but in terms of like his personality and everything, no one really fucking cares about.
Like, I like the actor because he's in American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah, he's
he's
great.
great in that fucking show. But
Peter something.
Yeah, but in the X-Men franchise, he just this kid who doesn't know who his father is.
The timeline is all confusing because I'm confused about the age stuff. I'm like, how old is this person to this person?
What year does it take place in?
This is supposed to be
Modern?
92.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know there's like a meme out there that shows like pictures from like First Class and Days of Future Past and this and that. And then like, I guess this one takes place in like 92, but if you skip ahead to when X-Men, like the X-Men 1 happens, like Wolverine or Magneto's hella old. So it's like he goes from like a young guy to an old guy in like 2 years.
Yeah, because they hop around. I have to watch Apocalypse because I can't remember how Cyclops and Jean Grey have this sort of loving relationship. Did that get shown on screen in Apocalypse?
It might.
Because they are like a legit. We're supposed to like care about their relationship in this, and they don't address that.
I can't even remember Cyclops being in
He was in it a
Apocalypse.
little bit. But see, the really sad thing is for the X-Men, one of the great like conflicts in terms of on the team is Logan and Cyclops never get a fucking along.
No.
You know what I
There's
mean?
this is the first X-Men where there's not one scene of Logan, so we don't see any Wolverine, no mention of
Hugh
that at
Jackman
all.
was real with that shit. He was like, Logan is the last ride.
Yeah, he was.
He's out.
Yeah, McAvoy is he's good as Professor X, but other than that, it just went out with a whimper.
Damn it, that's
So
sad.
I guess probably in 5 years we'll see it. Disney will take this over, hopefully.
I hope it's faster than that. I really do.
It seems like that's what the Spider-Man was after 5 years, right? That they did the last from 3 to the new to the Amazing Spider-Man. Was that a 5-year window when they?
I don't think it was even that
Well,
long. I think
Sony-
it was like 20. Well, maybe it was 4 or 5 years.
Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man.
Yes, they do.
So right now, Disney's just borrowing them.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
But in terms of like when these movies hit the Control Alt Delete button and we're like, all right, we're gonna start over again.
Yeah, reboot.
Yeah, they rebooted. It's normally about a 4 or 5 year window or whatever.
It is.
Even with Fantastic Four, was that like that was
Yeah, I
longer
mean,
than that.
they had a little bit of a gap because they
Yeah.
did some in the mid 2000s and then they did that shitty one in 2015.
Yeah.
Look, I will say this: these are awesome characters. Still, they're some of the most fun characters in all of comics. If you do them right, you can make billions of dollars.
Yes. Unfortunately, they've burned the fucking Phoenix story twice now, so
Yeah,
I don't.
well, you can't do it.
I don't want to see it. I would love to see a reboot. I don't want to see a Phoenix thing. I keep my fingers crossed. What I would love to see is some Mr. Sinister.
Yep.
Or if you get Wolverine involved with the X-Men thing, I want Omega Red.
Yeah.
So for the Spider-Man movies, the Amazing Spider-Man, the one with what's the face?
Garfield
came out in 2014, and then Homecoming came out in 2017. So
14, 17.
3 years.
So that was 3. When was Spider-Man 3 to Amazing?
2007 for Spider-Man 3,
Okay,
and
yeah.
Amazing
7.
Spider-Man 1 was 2012. So that was
Okay.
a gap.
Okay.
One thing I will demand, though, whenever Disney does finally put some X-Men in there, fuck you if you don't put the sexy ass Rogue in.
Oh.
Rogue needs to have a serious level of thickness that makes you want to risk it all. A southern accent. She needs to be a grown woman, not a teenage runaway.
yes.
And she needs to be fine as fuck. I don't give a fuck what y'all think.
I don't care what Me Too
she's
movement
too
out
curvy.
there. Yeah.
Oh, she's too sex appeal. But no, this is important for this character. She needs to be fucking sexy, and you need her being grown and bad as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
And we
demand
don't.
that.
I'm
We
gonna have to
don't
wait
need the
10 years
X-Men
for a fucking X-Men thing.
We don't need the
Thinking
X-Men to
about
be
it.
fucking kids again, because they try that shit and it just doesn't fucking work.
It's gonna have to be 15 years.
Yeah. Spidey is
Yeah.
always.
Because I mean, 5 years for them to start the reboot. I mean, a 10-year story like they did with Infinity War for me to be like, all right, I'm happy again.
God damn, that's so far in the future.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
But to get it to all tie into like the whole Marvel universe would be kind of interesting to see how they do that. Because I'd love to see a fucking X-Men versus the Avengers.
Of course, everybody wants to see that
Yeah.
shit. Huh?
So apparently, Old Ninja put it in the chat room, but yeah, Wolverine, Keanu Reeves wants to be Wolverine.
Nah, I don't want that.
Why not?
He's too old right now. I mean, in John Wick 3, he's moving a little bit slower than how he was in 1.
He still looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
How tall is he also? Because we were given
He is
credit.
tall.
He should be a shorter guy, but
He needs to be short and stoked. Like,
I think that Keanu Reeves is like average height. I don't think he's that tall, is he?
He's about 6. He looks like 6'1",
Really?
maybe. But
Okay, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
good name.
Yeah, he's a good name, but I
Name
don't. I
recognition.
can't see him as Wolverine because he's more of the like the surfer, like bro type characters.
You
Like
think
all
of
of his
Point
characters.
Blank.
Yeah, well, all of it kind of.
yeah.
Honestly, he's kind of that person in all of his fucking movies.
yeah,
to be honest.
we're complaining about his bullshit ass beard. Now we want him to have a fucking Wolverine beard.
No, he does have a shitty beard, but it's okay. He's a good dude. Right?
I mean, he's a fucking amazing
Get Tom
dude.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be.
Tom Hardy would be
could bring
good,
it,
much
man.
better.
Tom Hardy could bring it a lot.
So Keanu Reeves is 6'1".
6'1",
yeah.
He is tall, and he's kind of a lean build too.
Yeah.
Not that he can't put on
I think
muscle.
you put on muscle.
Then we'll fucking see. How you doing over there, Kronos? You all right?
I'll survive.
All right.
Y'all smell the fucking
yeah.
Bengay type shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's something, Blue. I definitely want you weighing in on this. So there is a co-writer for The Punisher. His name is Jerry Conway. Do you know what this motherfucker wants? He
Jerry
would like it. Co-writer for The Punisher. I think the Netflix series.
Yeah.
He wants in the new Batman movie with the sparkly vampire for Alfred to be the girl of the old woman from Harry Potter.
What?
What?
Maggie Smith.
Maggie's no.
Who he wants for Alfred.
That wouldn't
No.
make fucking sense.
No.
She wouldn't have been in the fucking like the SAS. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any
Yeah.
fucking sense.
MI5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't help train him and shit. Like, what? No. What? No. No.
For equality.
Going too
Come on,
far.
dude.
No,
You don't want- you don't
that's
wanna
not
do this?
equality. That's fucking that's retardation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You
She's-
can call her Alice. This could work.
No. I can't even see how that. Well, shit, we maybe gonna have a sparkly Batman, so might as well just fuck the whole entire goddamn DC universe.
Don't get me wrong.
Like, how can we make a movie worse than the last movie had? Oh, I know. Let's make Alfred a female. Female.
I love Maggie Smith or
So
whatever.
do I,
Like
yeah.
the woman from like the older woman from the Harry Potters, in that school, was great. She's great in everything she's in. I just don't think of her anywhere close to as Alfred.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a badass to me.
No.
Like-
She seems too nice.
You know, I guess if there's only one female that would kind of be okay for me for that role, and it would be shit. I forgot her name. She's on the Golden Girls.
The author?
Yeah, B. Arthur, because she used to be a Marine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like one of the first female Marines ever.
God damn, she
Most
must have
people
done that in
didn't
like
know
the 50s or 60s?
One of the first female Marines ever. So like legit, but still, it's Batman and it's Alfred, not whoever the fuck you think it's supposed to be.
And she's been dead for 20 years.
Yeah. Just listen. Don't try to fucking rewrite
No.
a classic story. You know what I mean? Like, leave it the way it is. It happens to be a guy. Listen, if you want to have a male protagonist superhero that has a female, raise them and show them the ropes and train them, that's fine. Make a new one.
Yeah.
Make a fucking new one.
I feel like. So, man, this is fucking bugging me. Well, first of all, Maggie Smith is like 84 years old right now, so
She is up there.
she will probably last. I mean, I'm not to be ageist or anything, but she probably won't make. Because I think right now they're trying to go for like 10 Batman movies or some shit like that.
Probably do 3, man.
But I don't think she. I'm all fucking flustered and shit. But no, so I feel like having a female Alfred, I don't think we would have like a Batman, because I think she'll be too motherly for him, and like hey, you shouldn't be fighting those boys, you should get them some candy or some shit.
To be fair, there are a lot of times when Alfred does not want Master Bruce to be Batman either.
Yeah, it's true.
But there is a fatherly-like bond between Master Bruce and Alfred, and I love that, and I don't want to see that taken away.
It's
but I love Batman's relationships with other female characters.
Yeah, I mean, I could see her playing. So, I can't think of the character's name. I think she's the one. If you watch the Batman animated series, she's the one that Bruce goes to for medical stuff. And I think she plays Lee Thompson. She's Lee Thompson in the Gotham franchise.
Okay.
But she's the woman who lives in.
She's a doctor, right?
Yeah, she's the doctor, and she's the one that operates on Bruce when he's all badly injured, and she knows that he's actually Batman. I can see her playing that role because in Batman animated series, that character was an older character.
Okay.
Yeah, but they'd have to drastically more than just the gender. Listen, Alfred, he was a special forces guy.
Yep.
And up until today, there's been 0 special forces females out there. 0. All right. So that's just, to be honest, women have tried. They haven't passed so far. So that's not to be sexist. It's a fucking hard role to do for men, and it's even more difficult for women because of the physical shit you have to go through. So I'm not going to believe that a woman was ever in the special forces in any sort of Batman movie. I'm sorry, there's no way to write that out. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
And it would have to be, you would have to suspend your disbelief and believe that 50 years ago, when she was young,
Which is impossible.
she did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they have to set it, first of all, in the future, and then second of all, they have to set it in a place to where women all of a sudden could be in the special forces. Which in the future, maybe you could. Maybe you do some hormone therapy and all kinds of shit where you're at least as strong as a man, but right now,
Super soldier.
yeah,
Serum.
you're not. Yeah, maybe, yeah. But at that point, why would you be a fucking butler? But
I like how they portrayed Alfred in Gotham because they showed him as like having like combat skills and like he uses like guns and shit like that. And I feel like the actor who they had as Alfred in Gotham would make a good an Alfred in the movie franchise.
I agree. Even though I've only watched the first season, he was great.
Yeah, he was fucking great, and like he had like the British accent, and like he had the like the build and stuff like that, and like I mean, there's a scene where Bruce Wayne and Alfred gets into a fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Oh, I've never seen this before. This is fucking amazing. And Alfred Penniman's fucking place. And then Bruce fired him.
Have y'all read Deceased?
No, not yet. The zombie one, I need to catch up. I'm a little behind on my comics, but I hear it's good.
Yeah, well, there's only like 2 right now. And the second one?
That's all right.
Yeah, that one. Bruh.
Ooh, that's a great cover.
So you have the Bat family. It's fucking zombies.
Blue, if you read that one, you might fucking cry.
Oh, shit. He's about to read that shit right now.
It's real fucked up what has to happen. So, yeah.
Do we want to do the B's and B's? I know we started a little late.
I have no problem ending early because my neck.
I was gonna say I'm trying to give you a way out.
Yeah, I mean I could survive, but yeah.
Actually, why don't we save some of the B's and B's? Old Ninja should be back. You should be healthier next week.
There's 2 that were in the chat room that was from our homeboy Warrior.
Oh, he's fam.
Oh,
so,
yeah, he's fam.
If we can get at least 1 or 2 of those.
Well, he had 2 of them, so I'll throw out the first one. So this is kind of related to the Black Mirror episode, and he asked, which video game character would you want to have sex with?
I'm good. So it'd be either B Orchid or Nina Williams.
2B from Near Automata would be great. She's a robot android waifu.
Automata. Automato.
God damn it, it's weird now after this Black Mirror, but I still want to fuck Chun-Li. Them thighs are fucking thick, man.
Yeah,
she's always been thick.
Crush you though.
Oh, God damn. Go ahead.
I wanted to fuck Cammy more than.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Chun-Li.
I want you on that one.
That leotard.
Yeah, that was nice.
I don't know the Street Fighter video, the anime that came out, the whole fight scene with her and Vega was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say Chun-Li and oh fuck, her name just slipped my mind. Shit. The redheaded, the girl from Heavenly Sword.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Marvel vs.
Quiet
Capcom
from Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's I was thinking Quiet. That's what it was. Quiet.
She just hummed to you and shit.
Yeah.
You just busted. I just busted. It's
Oh wait. Laura Croft.
Can't
forget her.
Yeah, Laura's bad. Laura's sexy. We all know it.
I go with Psylocke from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Ooh, that's good. That's good too, man.
All right, so the next question. This one's. So it's Jessica Jones' final season dropping. What do you expect to be happening in the series?
The Purple Man coming back. So hold on, I gotta kind of derail this shit right now. All right, so what's the guy's name? Something Trennant. What's the character's
actor?
name? Yeah, the actor that plays the Purple Man.
Doctor Who.
I don't know his name.
basically.
He's in a Kilgrave.
Well, he's in a new show on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, it's Good
Omens.
Good Omens, yeah.
Good Omens. Mm-hmm. And a friend of mine from the Marine Corps, we hung out a lot in the Marine Corps. He's my family.
Yeah.
And he recommended the show to me, and I started watching. I watched the first 2 today, and it was really good. And then K-Mac was like, "What are you watching without me?" She got it.
Yeah, she was watching it right now when I went out there.
Yeah, it's a really good show. It's about basically the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
And how both demons and angels fucked it up.
Yeah.
Like the apocalypse. So it's good. So my boy Dave, if you're listening, because I know he listens occasionally to the podcast. Thank you. I'll finish the series. It seems really good so far.
Only 1 season out.
Yeah.
I heard a pretty good thing about it.
It just dropped.
Cool.
And the actor you're talking about is David Tennant?
Yeah, David Tennant, and then the other guy is the guy from he was in Underworld, and he was also in not Sex Education. What was the other one with the sex show where they were like the sex therapists?
Netflix on Netflix?
No, it was on
Not the one with the students, right?
I think it was on HBO.
Real sex? No.
It was based upon like a real study. It was
With the
like
X-Files
Johnson
girl.
Johnson.
Right? With the X-Files girl?
No. She was
Michael Sheen.
no, I can't remember the name of the fucking show.
All right, well, you can look it up. Did we answer his question, or did we?
Yeah. Wait. Not all of us.
What was that second one?
What do you think was going to happen in Jessica Jones? Final season.
Show gonna fucking end.
When's it drop?
Like a couple
Like,
weeks.
yeah,
2
they're
weeks.
not promoting it obviously because they lost all the rights to that shit afterwards. But I don't know. I didn't even finish the second one because I was so annoyed with that dumb bitch, her best friend.
Oh, fucking! I want to be a hero too.
What was the name? Patty Talk Patty. What her dumbass show?
I don't know.
Radio girl.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that annoying. I was just so fucking aggravated at that idiot.
Sorry, Masters of Sex.
Trish Talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trish Talk. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, Trish Talk.
What you got, Blue?
Shit talk. I want her to fucking hook up with Luke Cage again, because that's the only thing that fucking showed me on that show, because, I don't know, for some reason I thought Jessica Jones was hot as fuck, so I'm kind of excited she's back, but I don't know where they're going to go with it. I feel like it's going to be like, you know, like how I said for the Dark Phoenix, how, you know, they put in there 2 weeks and it's fucking Thursday and they're like, you know, I already checked out, so
Fuck this job.
I don't think it's going to be that great, to be honest, but I'm hoping that, you know, they go out with a fucking good hurrah
Good shit.
to BH.
All right. What you got populating this week?
Ooh, trying to stay fucking cool out this damn weather. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Pretty much just gonna try to keep grinding on Division. I mean, I that thing's got its hooks in me pretty bad.
It's so addictive, right? You don't expect it, and all of a sudden you're like, why am I still playing this fucking game?
Yeah. I'm doing the same sort of mission. I mean, obviously it's hard and shit like that, but I'm just like, if I can only get this chess piece with this attribute on it or whatever, I'm just like, it's ridiculous, and it's fun. It's frustrating or whatever because the raids are insanely fucking hard, but I'm enjoying it. It's awesome. I'm gonna rewatch some of the movies. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna rewatch Apocalypse because I blocked. I couldn't remember anything that happened in that shit show. But I also am gonna treat myself and rewatch Logan.
Nice. Good shit. And you are taking my son to the Spider-Man movie.
That's
in a couple
of
weeks.
2 weeks.
Wait, what Spider-Man movie?
He's
Far From Home.
He's gonna call you daddy from now on.
But it comes out soon?
2 weeks, I think.
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Curtis, what you got popping?
So first of all, if y'all didn't know, the Breaker of Boats, he had a birthday recently.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, man.
Fucking
Thank
talk
you.
about it. So happy birthday. Even though you can't keep promises, you know, whatever. I guess you made it around the sun one more time.
Yes, I did.
Go fuck yourself, though. Other than that, I'm trying to heal up my fucking broke ass neck. So the next couple of days are gonna be interesting because it's just me and my daughter. So it's hard for me to like do a lot of stuff.
Both are in, right? Or?
Oh yeah, well my oldest daughter comes in on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, but me like Thursday and Friday it's just me and my youngest. So we'll see how I'll handle that. I'm about to call in K-Mac for help. Yeah, I can move around. Like my lower body is like below my neck is okay. I can pick up shit. But I have to pick up shit like the way you're supposed to pick up shit. Like if I've got to pick something up, I can't bend over.
Yeah.
I have to literally like squat down and pick something up like the way you're supposed to pick something up.
Yep.
Like I can't look down and get something. It's annoying as fuck. But it'll fucking heal.
Yes.
So I'll be fine. It's just tendons and shit and ligaments. So
You need that green juice from Logan that Wolverine was taking.
I gave you some HGH. Actually, I know this place where I can get some HGH.
There you go.
I get some stem cells. Just grind up some babies and fucking give me some shit. I'm just kidding. They don't fucking do that. All right, they don't fucking do that. Not anymore. They used to.
That's how Trump explains it.
Well,
They're gonna be justifying those Alabama fucking laws now. That sound clip.
You know what's funny? It's like one of my first gigs when I was like a traveling IT guy was working for a place that made stem cells.
Oh wow.
And it was made out of cord blood. It was called. It was actually here in the Bay Area. It was cool because it was the first time I had to come back home for like a gig, and it was called like a cord blood registry, but they would get it from cord blood.
From the umbilical cord, right?
Yeah, they would just extract from there, but now you can get it from like your own fucking cells. So there's no excuse for that shit.
Technology.
Yeah.
Blue, what you got?
Yo, man. The in-laws are going out of fucking town.
Oh, God.
Sweetness and I got the house to ourselves, and you know,
Sex marathon. Dude.
you know what I'm doing.
You doing your taxes?
We're gonna be doing our taxes, you know, filing and shit like that. And
You're gonna meet up with people
making
online.
sure,
Play a little VR, right?
9 months later.
So wait, what month are we on? So if I have an announcement in I guess March of next year, you know, this weekend was a good weekend. But no, it's other than that. So the in-laws are out of town, and shit, that's about fucking it. I'm catching up on anime. I didn't watch a recent episode of Attack on Titans, but I'm all caught up on fucking Demon Slayer. God damn, that show just keeps getting more and more amazing. But yeah, other than that, just chilling, fucking.
Good shit. For me, I am one episode to go on that Chernobyl, which is amazing, and then one episode on Ava DuVernay's When They See Us, which is also really, really good.
Ooh, yeah.
I am probably not going to watch Dark Phoenix after Stitch's fucking review and catch up on some game. And I've loved jumping back into Overwatch. I've gone 20 levels deeper in Overwatch, and that game fucking skews young. There are a lot of fucking 6 and 7 year old boys on there, prepubescent, talking shit, but they're able to help me with the payload.
That's the next hit spot for the Catholic Church.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we don't have Old Ninja to take us out.
So yeah, you just experienced the Dankness podcast on the motherfucking web. If you want to check us out, you can find us on Spotify, Stitcher, Player FM,
iTunes,
Apple's podcasts, the internet, the interwebs at Black and Black Times Infinity. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at BThenBTI. Where else are we? You can follow on our website at benhatproductions.com/BThenBTI. And you can also check out our Amazon app where you can watch video clips from our show, and it's Blacker Than Black Times Infinity on there too.
Yeah, we're also on Radio Public. If y'all haven't checked that out, definitely check it out because we can get paid easily through there. So if y'all listen anywhere else, check out Radio Public. If you don't like it, let us know. But it's an easy way for us to actually get money out of this podcast.
Good shit.
Yeah.
You also can ask Alexa if you want to listen to Black and Black Times Infinity, and she will pull you up, get you up. So,
oh shit.
Watch more JoJo.
Get out of here.